Heads up.
Do not throw that shrimp at me.
With decisions in seconds and rates as low as 1.79% APR, Navy Federal makes it so easy to finance a car.
Onion volcano.
You might want to try harder things. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Credit and collateral subject to approval. Rates subject to change and are based on credit worthiness. Advertised rate available for new vehicles. Insured by NCUA.
It's time for some straight talk. You've got real work to do, but everyone's sucking up the free Wi-Fi faster than a Mocha Choco double frap on ice. So be your own hotspot. Now with Straight Talk Wireless, get 10 gigs of hotspot data with the Ultimate Unlimited plan. Just $55 a month on America's largest and most dependable networks. You don't have to find a hotspot. You are the hotspot. Straight Talk Wireless.
No contract, no compromise.
Compatible device required. See straighttalk.com.
Check out my summer vacation pics. Here I am at Total Wine before a pool party where I found the best summer wines. Whites, rosés, Zinfandels.
Nice.
Oh, here I am at Total Wine picking up some tasty, ready-to-drink cocktails, tequila, and flavored vodkas for a barbecue.
Wow.
Here's my boyfriend picking craft beers.
Doesn't he work at Total Wine?
Oh, he's more than a summer fling.
Wondrous selection, helpful guides, ridiculously low prices. Make a splash this summer. Catch the savings wave at Total Wine and more. Drink responsibly. B21.
Let me be straight with you. This is a radio commercial for 3 small business insurance. The policy has no fine print. It's clear what's covered. So while you can't see the following scene, just know that this pet store is protected by 3.
Joe, did you leave the snake tank open?
Look, I don't want to point fingers, but yes.
It's biting me. Sorry, sir. I'm calling my lawyer.
They're going to need some help with this mess. Luckily, they have 3. No fine print, just exceptional coverage. 3 is a product of Berkshire Hathaway Direct Insurance Company. 3. No nonsense, just common sense.
Amazon is offering sign-on bonuses up to $1,000, plus get up to $20 an hour for select roles. The best part? We're hiring near you. So start now to take home something greater. New, higher wages with a sign-on bonus, a range of real benefits, and career growth opportunities in a top-rated workplace. So earn more and see how great pay and sign-on bonuses can lead to a greater life for you. Go to amazon.com/apply. Amazon is an equal opportunity employer.
In business, days don't just come and go. Every day counts. Whatever your day brings, with Comcast Business, you'll have the solutions you need to make the most of it. Like the power of the network that can deliver gig speeds to the most businesses, the freedom to control your network from anywhere, and advanced cybersecurity to help protect every device on it. Every day in business is a big day. We'll keep you ready for what's next. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary. Call for details.
At Unibet Online Casino, the thrills keep coming. Play hundreds of slots, new and exclusive. Plus, table games with live dealers at your fingertips. Win weekly jackpots at Unibet Online Casino and get non-stop rewards, starting with a $500 deposit match. Download our app or visit pa.unibet.com to get $10 free. Deposit is simple with a credit card or PayPal with a deposit match up to $500. Unibet Online Casino. Must be 21 or over to play and physically located in Pennsylvania. Restrictions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
To those who step up to work the sunrise shift, power through the double shifts, or conquer the overnighters, McDonald's wants to serve you a tasty breakfast at a great price. Enjoy a savory and warm chicken McGriddles or a flaky and delicious McChicken biscuit for just $2 each. Swing by McDonald's today. No matter the shift, we're happy to serve you. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Price of participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. It's time now for Cuz Radio.
What up, Cuz? Deshaun Jackson gets a block. Are you kidding?
Talking with the Cuz.
Go Cuz. How you doing?
Stairs rips one into the night.
Stolen by the doctor. Yes, he's got it. Here he comes. Ray rocked the baby to sleep and slam dunk.
Look, Cuz, don't even try it, okay?
Now here's Anthony Gargano.
Why don't you get the hell out of here, Cuz?
Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday to all across the Delaware Valley. It is Tuesday, June the 29th. Getting ready to put the June to bed. And a happy Tuesday to all, and keep cool. It's going to be hot here. But I want to get down to a couple things this morning because I had a weird experience yesterday. Very odd and strange and very pleasant experience yesterday. So we're at the Jaws 37th annual golf challenge, which benefits the Jaws Youth Playbook for all the underprivileged youth in the area. It does a great thing. And it was packed there, who's who of all kinds of people, and lots of good football. And you started, feeling, I started to get that little football itch, all the guys were there. My man Spags, all the guys, Baldy was there. Like, it was a lot of fun. It was cool just to see everybody. So it's toward the end of the show, and we were just wrapping up, and it's like 1:45. And who shows up? Tunis brings them arm in arm, but Dougie P. And it was like a whirlwind, right? Because here's Doug. And there's 1,000,001 questions I got for him. Now, we have Mikey Miss coming up. So what they call in the business is a hard out, right? The hard out because there's television, right? So it's not like in the old days or even now. Like if Johnny Decay wants to go late, he's got, some important guest that just popped on. There's a professional courtesy that says, go ahead, John, you can rock into our time because you got an important guest. But with television and the fact that Mikey Miss and Tyrone, they're on TV, you can't do that because there's another entity. So I got like 7 minutes to talk to Doug. And, I was like, oh, my God. First of all, it was great, like, just to see him. And listen, I broke that man's stones constantly, right? Like, right to the end, I busted his stones. And he was a champ throughout, You want to talk about a guy that, to go for it and, and I felt horrible, right? Because of all the times I busted his stones, I'm like, dude, he gave one of those, I know, dude. I know you feel the same way. But, hey, listen, I won. And it's like, you did, man, and thank you. And it was cool. Like, it was just a great thing. And I saw him, and I was like, and it's funny because I never liked a lot of his stuff that he did with the going forward and stuff like that. But, like, you loved him, right? Like, you thought he was a great guy. And one of the reasons why his teams perform so well, I still believe, is because you get around him, he's got a magic about him, right? Like, he's got one of these, he's one of these guys that you just want to love and please, right? And so that works with players. I've always said he's a leader of men, and I could disagree X and O all day long, but that dude is a winner, and he's a leader among men. And so it was funny, right? So we're sitting there, and it's just great to see his face, and he looks so relaxed, right? He just looks completely at peace. And he's a good dude. Like, so I want him to be happy, and I, he's a guy he's an ace type of guy. And it was great just to see him and then just relax. And so we're talking, and one of the things that I just can't get out of my mind are the two things that are going on, right? You had the Simmons things, but I see Doug and I think, what the hell happened with Carson? Like, what happened? And, Doug was so gracious, and listen, he's just in a happy mood. He's not going to let you know where anything that's in the closet, nor should he, right? Like, I respect that. But I have such a burning curiosity as to what happened with Carson. And I just said, yeah, like afterwards, I thanked him for, giving us a couple minutes and, wished him well and all. I said, all right, everything good? Because, he's a guy, again, he's got beautiful sons, and he's a good man. And so I said, and he's, yeah. And he just gave you that, and it was funny because when he got snippy with the media, we're thinking, man, like that's not in his nature. That's not really who he is. And I know I'm not saying anything that I shouldn't say because he said, listen, I was in a bad place. A lot of stuff was going on. I was in a bad place. So I started to think about that statement and the idea of here he is, and it had to be, and again, I don't know what happened. It had to be difficult to turn him into like that snippy, because he's not that way by nature at all. So it had to be very difficult to handle. And it's burning at me. What happened with Wentz? Like, all of a sudden, he's not here. Like, listen, he didn't play well. I'm not saying he did, right? It was horrible last year, his mechanics and all. But that's all part of the mystery. Like, I know that dude doesn't stink. Like, I know he doesn't stink. I know he's going to go to Indianapolis and he's going to play well. And I'm trying to figure out, what... I asked him a question about the new norm. Because I believed him. He believed it. I believed him. I mean, it was set up. Like, the new norm should have been. And the new norm, to me, is the great mystery that we need to focus, that we haven't focused on. That's still eating at me. It's all the particulars are there. Wentz and Howie and everything else. And the new norm and why the new norm never materialized. And I'm looking back and I'm going, damn, man, I wanted the new norm. Sucks. It's funny diving in because all I've thought about over the last 4 months has been basketball and the Sixers. That's all I've thought about. I've been completely obsessed, and I still remain obsessed for that championship. Like, all the Dame stuff's coming, and all the, all these rumors are around now. And yeah, I heard some things, and it's probably a long shot to get them, but I know they would try, and they are going to try. That's for sure. But I still wonder about why the new norm never materialized. Because thinking about it and seeing all the guys yesterday at Jaws' Golf Challenge and seeing it all, gets you in that football mode. Really does. It's amazing. All of a sudden, I started thinking about, football mode. I was completely in football mode. And seeing Doug and talking to Doug, and it's what happened. It's a great mystery. And it's like burning a hole in my pocket. I need to find out. I don't have closure. Good morning, Tunis.
What's going on, man?
You were with me yesterday.
I thought about this a lot yesterday because we had these conversations during the season, obviously, when we thought something was going to come to an end, whether it was Doug's time here in Philadelphia or Carson's time here in Philadelphia. And I remember myself saying over and over again, it makes more sense to keep Carson because you have a lot of financial attachment to Carson Wentz. But what you have to do is try to bring in a new head coach, a new offensive mind that's going to try to work this thing out with Carson Wentz to try to get him back to the quarterback we saw a few years ago. Not once did I think that both would be gone, right? We had those conversations every day. And I was like, nah, bring in some new offensive genius, bring in some new offensive mind to keep Carson here. Well, Carson's not here anymore. But before that, it was right after the season ended, Doug Peterson gets fired.
Yeah.
And at first, there was the weird reports that he wasn't going anywhere. And then he does get fired. And it was just uncomfortable. Remember, he had to do the second meeting with Jeffrey Lurie in Florida. They had to ship him down to Florida for a second meeting with the owner of the team.
Yeah, it was,
You never get a second meeting. It's one meeting, you're done.
Yeah, and I remember listening to Jeffrey when he gave that that State of the Team address.
He didn't deserve to be fired. That's literally what he said. And then you go, well, then
why did you?
Then why did you fire him?
Well, you're the guy who makes the decisions,
right? And I remember the reports.
Strange, and I'm just trying to figure out what happened. There's definitely stories.
Oh my God, yeah, there has to be
that occurred. What transpired? And even beyond just the stuff that we don't know, the details that we don't know, man, what happened to the new norm?
That's a good question. I mean, he himself, yesterday when you asked him about it, and we could play some of the audio later, he straight up thought there was going to be more. Now, as a coach, right, he is the head coach, so he then was able to say back, by the way, we were a couple plays shy in 2018 from getting back. Obviously, we know the Alshon Jeffrey drop against the New Orleans Saints. He said, hey, we made it to the playoffs in 2019. His resume, we lived it every single day, right? But if you just put the resume on paper, it's Super Bowl winning head coach, made the playoffs 3 years in a row, dealt with his starting quarterback's injuries and winning the Super Bowl with the backup quarterback. If you don't live it every single day, and that's why, remember when he was fired, there was a lot of outcry from national media or people that cover other teams going, why did they fire him? Or why are Eagles fans happy that Doug Peterson is no longer that coach? Well, they didn't live it. They just know that he won a Super Bowl and they won it with Nick Foles. Whereas I can flip right back to you, and I was talking about this with somebody on the Gram yesterday. He was like, weren't you really critical of Doug last year? Well, yeah. Because why didn't you try moving the pocket one time with Carson?
Listen, I will tell you straight up. Again, we call it as we see it, right?
Yeah.
They know it, nor do they. They don't care.
No.
Here is the agreement that is unspoken between media and coaches and players. As long as you don't, cross the line.
Right.
That's what it is.
As long as you write about the good things, too,
Well, but again, that's, listen, it doesn't mean if I could disagree all day long. I disagreed, put it this way. Look at Brett Brown. I love Brett Brown. I love him, man. That great guy. Now, I didn't like some of the things he did as a coach. I wasn't lockstep with everything.
His hockey rotations.
Right. I like Doc a ton. I didn't like the way he coached that series.
10 players in Game 7.
But I love Doc. I mean, Doug was terrific. I just didn't like some of the things he did. I mean, and we called it out. I mean, that's our job, right? And their job to go, well, no, they don't know this, and this is why I did that. I mean, that's the thing. Nobody's you're not all in. You're not you can like people and criticize them, or you can like people and, rant and rave.
Right.
Again, I defended Ben Simmons to the hilt. I still I defended him. I, saw all his flaws, and I knew everybody had a point, right? And I kept hoping the kid unlocks it. So, but that's just a part of the gig, man. Anyway, it's a weird thing, Andrew.
Because you saw him yesterday, and I saw you, right?
He looked just to me at peace.
But even you, so to bring the people to my life, right? So I didn't even tell you, right? We were in the middle of a segment. I took my headphones off and I just ran off set because I saw him getting off of hole 18, right? Shaking the hands, good round. And when you saw him walking up to the broadcast booth, you were so pumped. And then when I got to sit on the other side of the table next to you, and I looked at him, he had the biggest smile on his face.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
You keep on saying it. He was at peace, right? Remember when he was on the John Clark's podcast a while ago? Yeah. You said, "Wow, he sounds at peace." Yeah. The day after he got fired, Derek Gunn tweeted out, "Just spoke with Doug Peterson." Doug Peterson says he is at peace. For that to happen 3 different times, right? For him to only seem to be more and more comfortable away from the situation with the Eagles, freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah, because you wonder,
what the hell happened.
Right. If he's so at peace now, I mean, listen, he looked like the Doug that I knew from before.
He looked like he just won the Super Bowl.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Weird.
It freaks me out.
Yeah.
Because now here we go again. New coach, new quarterback. We just saw this song and dance 5 years ago.
What did he go through? Like, you start to think about, like, what did he go through? It goes
back to Howie. It goes back to Jeffrey Lurie. All those stories from Jeff McClain, from the trio of Sheil Kapadia, Zach Berman, and Bo Wolf on The Athletic.
The whole, sometimes the pursuit of winning, man, just rips you apart. You can rip it apart in an organization. Like, here's the thing. If you look at the principles involved, just look at the 4 principles. So you have Doug. You know he's dying to win. I believe Howie's dying to win. I believe Carson was dying to win. And Jeffrey Lurie, like, that's a huge thing. Like, he wants to win bad. So everybody wants to win. How you go about it and how it can divide you and it could just rip an organization apart, man. It's like, think about what's going on with the Sixers. You lose that series, man, and it's, all of a sudden, if you win this series and it's Milwaukee, it's a nip and tuck series, We're
not talking about trade this guy, trade that guy.
Right. Just say they lost, right, in a tough series to Milwaukee. It wouldn't feel as apocalyptic as it does losing in 7 at home to Atlanta. Right?
Yeah, it's a totally different feel.
So bizarre.
And we're talking about Sixers and 7 against Milwaukee and, going to the finals to take on the Suns, or if the Clippers come from behind and win that series.
I mean,
Instead, we're talking about, I'm not saying that the process wasn't worth it, but there's people that are going, well, look what the process got you. It was another second-round elimination, right? One of the guys you waited for was Ben Simmons because he was hurt his rookie year. He's going to leave soon. And now all of a sudden that conversation comes up. Now, ultimately, Doug Peterson and Carson Wentz's time here in Philadelphia, I would say, was a success because you won a Super Bowl, right? There hasn't been one in the damn history of the franchise up until that point. So I would still say their tenure brought you success because you won a Super Bowl. But it's still going to leave us hungry for more.
Of course.
You're starting over this year.
Of course.
As much as people want to say the division's bad and that Jalen Hurts is going to be better than what we think, even if Jalen Hurts is better than what I think he is, what you think he is, your roster's still bleak, right? You still have a new coaching staff that, whether like Nick Sirianni could be the next offensive genius, he still has to learn how to call a game. He's never called plays. In Indianapolis, he was not the play caller. So it kind of sucks right now. And then meanwhile, the Phillies are just the Phillies.
By the way, did you see who just retired?
Can't believe it.
Lock all windows and doors, turning garbage into gold. Wow, the Zoo. Mark Zumoff has announced his retirement.
Did not see that coming.
No.
At all.
Love the Zoo.
Yeah.
The Zoo. Lock all windows and doors.
Yeah, he just put out a farewell letter on NBCPhilly.com.
Wow, man. The Zoo.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Damn. The Zoo. Lock all windows and doors, man. Really? That sucks. Love the Zoo. You're talking about a
long time.
Right?
My life.
Yeah.
So I'm 27.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My life.
It's a shame, man. The Zoo. All right. Well, we got lots to get to today, and we want to dive into the entire mystery. It burns, it eats at me. How come the new norm never materialized? And the new norm became the old norm. No Super Bowls. What happened to it? Why did it extinguish as rapidly as it did? Help us unravel that mystery. 610-632-0975. 610-632-0975. That's how you reach us. It's Cuz Radio with the Judas. Just getting started right here, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Another blown save. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Phantom Fireworks. This 4th of July, the rockets' red glare and the bombs bursting in air are brought to backyards across America by Phantom Fireworks. Visit fireworks.com for a location near you. It didn't happen in the 9th inning, but statistically, it still counts. Another blown save for the Phillies yesterday. They lost to the Reds 12-4. They were up 4-2 at one point until Neftali Feliz came in, pitching for the first time in the Major League since 2017, and Nick Castellanos greeted him with a grand slam. Enyo de los Santos, then allowed 4 runs, 2 of which were earned. Nick Maton actually had a pitch in the bottom of the 8th inning just to close out the game. But yes, the Phillies were up 4-2 at one point, losing 12-4. Here are some numbers. I'll give you one from Corey Seidman. Last 8 games, Phillies bullpen has a 7.64 ERA in the 7th inning or later. In those innings, opponents have hit .359. That's just ridiculous. Keep it locked right here in The Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
Anthony Gargano, weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Attention auto mechanics and auto body pros. Carvana is hiring in Delanco, New Jersey. Carvana, the company that invented a brand new way to buy a car, is hiring for their Delanco Auto Inspection Center located near Delran, right off of Route 130. Carvana has immediate openings for auto techs, detailers, painters, lot attendants, and other auto specialists on day and evening shifts. All jobs are direct hire, full-time, offer a competitive hourly rate, no flat rate, 100% company-paid medical insurance, generous paid time off, tool reimbursement, and much more. On Wednesday, July 7th and Thursday, July 8th, Carvana will be available to talk directly to you from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Where? At their Delanco Inspection Center right off of Route 130 on Creek Road. Bring your resume, driver's license, and awesome personality. To learn more and be a part of the Carvana revolution, head to CarvanaHiringEvents.com and select Delanco, New Jersey. If you can't make it, you can still apply and a Carvana teammate will be in touch with you. Head to CarvanaAutojobs.com and select Delanco, New Jersey.
Nothing like playoff time. No better way to bet on basketball and hockey playoffs than the Park Sportsbook app. The only sportsbook app based right here in the Delaware Valley and the only one backed by the #1 casino in Pennsylvania. Check out live in-game play-by-play betting and bet on all the playoff action as it happens. No one does live in-game play-by-play betting better. It's the playoffs, and the Park Sportsbook app has you covered. Bet spreads, parlays, props, and teasers. Plus, bet on individual player performances. In basketball, bet player points, rebounds, and assists. In baseball, bet hits, home runs, and pitcher strikeouts. New customers sign up right now and get your first bet risk-free up to $500. Just download the app or click parkscasino.com/PA and use the promo code ACTION. Do it now. Your first bet risk-free up to $500. Just download the app or click parkscasino.com/PA and use the promo code ACTION. Your risk-free bet refunded in site credit. The website has all the details. Must be 21 and in Pennsylvania. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-546-1987. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. There is zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have a 5-star rating on Google and Yelp and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-546-1987. That's 800-546-1987. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
People do some pretty cool things in their 40s and 50s. Why should saving for retirement be any different? I mean, they go back to college, learn new instruments, start skateboarding.
Whoa.
Okay, maybe that one's not for everybody, but saving for retirement is. With aceyourretirement.org, you can get on track with your retirement savings no matter your age. Just have a 3-minute chat with Avo, the friendly digital retirement coach from AARP. You'll get personalized recommendations based on your input that are easy to understand and work with your lifestyle. It's quick, easy, and free. Plus, it's sponsored by AARP, so you know they got your back.
Woo-hoo. Gnarly move, Dad.
Thanks, sweetie.
So wherever you are in your retirement savings journey, head to aceyourretirement.org and start chatting with Avo today. That's aceyourretirement.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
Fanatic fan favorites.
Hey, this is Mike Miss. Take advantage of Guided Door & Windows' big summer sales event. Receive 40% off all windows and doors. Call 1-877-GO-GUIDA or visit GoGUIDA.com.
Fanatic fan favorites on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Stop breathing all your germs on me.
Stop breathing all your germs on me. Oh, that didn't work.
No, it didn't.
The Bryant Evolution Air Purifier works so well it captures and kills up to 99% of select viruses and bacteria. And Pierce Phelps Bryant Heating and Air Conditioning Contractors will do whatever it takes to provide your family with this healthier, cleaner air, including great financing offers on a new energy-efficient system. To find a Pierce Phelps Bryant contractor near you, visit nopaybryant.com.
Bryant.
Whatever it takes.
Mike, I understand you need the parts.
Carly's Car Shop demands more engine-fixing horsepower. They need to floor it to find their staff some backup.
We need to finish up that coupe today. It cannot be here for another 2 weeks.
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. With Indeed Instant Match, we immediately show you quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed meet your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
We're planning a trip to Spain later this year.
But our Spanish is...
It's pretty bad. So we're using Babbel.
Babbel's conversation-based method teaches you real-life words and phrases. And with Babbel's interactive bite-sized lessons, you'll remember what you learned.
There's no easier way to learn another language.
Ahora hablamos español.
He just said now we speak Spanish.
Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free. Just go to Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com.
Hey, how would you like to see what your custom landscape lighting will look like before it's installed? Hey, it's Mike Miss here for Farron Electric. Right now, you can get a custom landscape lighting design and a pre-installation preview from Farron Electric, so you know what to expect before the shovel hits the ground. Schedule your complimentary consultation with owner Dan Namaro at FarronElectric.com and ask about their no-hassle lifetime warranty on fixtures, bulbs, and transformers. Visit FARRYN Electric.com.
More of the Anthony Gargano Show now
on 97.5 The Fanatic.
10 o'clock hour brought to you by Window Nation. Take advantage of Window Nation's 50% off sale on all style windows. Plus, make no down payment with no payments and no interest for 12 full months. Call 866-90-NATION or visit windownation.com. It is 10:30 across the Delaware Valley. Such a weird time. Such a strange time in Philadelphia sports. So many things to kind of come to grips with. This, and again, I will raise my hand and take, part of the blame. I thought the 20s would be the roaring 20s. I did. We talked about it incessantly, but at that juncture, it appeared like everything was arcing that way. In defense of my failure to see the future, but really to actually look at the trend, right? I was wrong in looking at the trend. But the trend had Wentz as a franchise quarterback, right? But he was a franchise quarterback. We saw how good he was. Listen, he may not have been as good as I had hoped and maybe thought, but even the biggest of Wentz critics, the ones who said, well, I always knew he was overrated, or I always knew he never stunk. He was awful last year, but he never stunk. So we were sitting there looking at a franchise quarterback who had all the tools, the size, the arm strength, the athleticism to move. I mean, he didn't really lack too much. We thought he was a hard worker. I don't know. Maybe that's not the case. But we thought he was. That all reports early on was he was the first one there, and he was the last one to leave, and he studied, and he was well-liked. We have you played not long ago. Maybe it was about a month ago. You played, we had seen something, and it was about from Wentz's Super Bowl series, rookie season, and guys were falling in love with him.
It was Doug talking to John Lynch,
right?
GM of the 49ers, saying, "Oh my God,
yes,
you hear about things about a kid, but then when he comes in the building, you really get to know him.
Right,
this guy's great."
That was the screw him up line.
As long as we don't screw him up.
But there was also, if you remember, his teammates talking about him.
Oh yeah, I played it from the Football America after they won the Super Bowl, and it was Malcolm Jenkins saying, "This guy's going to be the next Ben Roethlisberger." Yeah. Patrick Robinson saying, "All he does is make plays." And these were mic'd up. This wasn't in front of a camera, like sitting down and being asked questions. This was just them talking about him. LeGarrette Blount's saying he's not Brady, but this guy's going to be elite. Crazy.
I mean, that was Wentz. Simmons, when you look at, you know what's sick? When you look at the Summer League stuff and how freely he shot the basketball.
Yep.
We talked about this last week a little bit during that whole week
debacle
of hell.
Yeah.
But you watched how freely he shot. You remember the foul line extended jumpers?
Yeah, he was pulling out. He was getting to his spot. Not his spot, a spot, because he can't call it his spot anymore.
Right. But he freely shot the basketball. And you forget how freely he shot it to where now back then it wasn't, hey, can he shoot the ball with regularity? It was, can he shoot a three, develop a three?
Right.
Well, instead of developing a three, he withdrew
everything
and didn't shoot. So we were looking at a guy we thought could develop into LeBron light or Magic light. Now, I grant you, I'm guilty again with the hyperbole involving Ben Simmons and how great he could be. That's two teams. You expect it. We had Bryce Harper come here.
Yeah, you know what, Ant? I can't help but think, how many polls did we probably run of who's going to be the best star? Simmons or Wentz? And it was always Simmons or Wentz.
And then the Phillies land Harper. Bryce.
Yep.
And the Flyers at some point were going to turn the corner. Right? Nolan Patrick flames out. Praying to God for the future soul of Carter Hart.
Yeah, it's a scary one. Get some defenders in front of him, that'd be nice, but...
Right. But we thought that the 20s, and we're now halfway through 2021, dude. We're tomorrow marks the halfway point of the year of 21. We're into the 20s. And there's nothing roaring. The only thing roaring is our bellies.
The booze inside the Wells Fargo Center.
Right, with the
booze
acid.
inside Citizens Bank Park.
Phillies got drilled yesterday.
They're up 4-2 in the 7th and lost 12-4. How is that possible? I get it. Every once in a while that would happen. It happens over and over again. They've blown like 7 saves in the last 10 days. That can't be possible. They're nearing a franchise record, Ant, of blown saves. And we're in June. The franchise record was in 2004. I think they blew 25 saves. They're at 21 right now. In June.
Andrew, I thought last week was bad. This week is... Now that you're out of the post-game, the post-series, that ugly, horrible week of disappointment, when you wake up from that nightmare to the landscape, and it's apocalyptic.
Not to get too detailed, it's like our wound scabbed over and then somebody pulled it off.
You look around, it's apocalyptic.
Sucks.
Doug Peterson looks reborn. He looked reborn yesterday.
He looked good yesterday.
Great to see you. I'm in a great place.
I just got off 18 holes.
I got $5 million this year. I'm feeling great. I live near the beach. I get to watch my boy. God bless. The new norm, the roaring 20s, all this stuff. Where the bleep did it go, Andrew? What happened to it? Dude, if I told you I believed with every fiber of my being that we would embark on, here's what I thought. Look, everything's cyclical, right? And I remember being a little boy and that year of 1980 when all 4 teams go to the finals.
Yep.
I thought that that's what was going to happen in this decade. That we were arcing toward that again. Yeah. Shot down, man. That bleeping sucks. Look around. Eagles rebuild. Sixers, who the hell knows? You got to get lucky. You got to pray that somehow Dame forces his way here. He already said he doesn't want to go to Boston. I don't know. That's the only thing that could work. Flyers, who knows? You got to go get free agents, and you need to build an entire blue line. And the Phillies, they're caught in this weird place where they have some talent, and some of it's really good, but they don't mesh.
Yeah, you have to have a legit conversation whether or not they're sellers. Like, you have to have that legit conversation.
Well, because they don't have a direction.
Right.
They don't mesh. And it's because it's not Dombrowski's fault. It's because of years and years of Clentac.
Yeah, you were so desperate that you had to call up Neftali Feliz. That's how desperate you were.
Right. But how does this thing get fixed? Can it get fixed fast? Dude, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be doom and gloom every day, but when we had that conversation yesterday, I went home and thought about what the hell happened. That was my morning thought. What the hell happened to the new norm and Wentz? And that doesn't even take account the Simmons debacle or every other story that just went sideways. Everything's going sideways. All right, you'll hear the new norm conversation with Doug coming up at 11, in case you missed it. Let's get it started on the phone line, 610-632-0975. Talk to our friends. Let's go to Holden in Cherry Hill. Hello, Holden. How are you, buddy?
Hey, fellas. I was on hold, and I got the news on Twitter that Zumhofe was retiring, and that's absolutely devastating today.
How about that?
Nothing got me more fired up than hearing a Mark Zumhofe yes after a deep 3. So that's going to be very disappointing not to hear that again.
Turning garbage into gold. Love the zoo.
I hope this is a joke, but I hope Simmons didn't make him retire. That would have done it for me.
Dude, you know it's funny because first thing everybody says. Ben made him retire. He can't watch Ben anymore. He made him retire.
All right, so what I called in today was one. I know we're sick of talking about Ben. I mean, it's the conversations we're hearing every day. But I got one point, and it's my last point on Ben, and it's that I see what I saw what Scottie Pippen, talked about in an interview or Twitter, and he said that the difference between Giannis and Ben is that Giannis will hold airball 2 free throws, come down the court, and then dunk. He doesn't care. He'll keep on shooting because he does not care.
Right.
And Ben is scared. He gets in the shell. And that's what I'm saying is Ben probably what he does is he goes home, he logs on Twitter, probably not even go home, he goes right after the game. He logs on to Twitter, sees all the crappy highlights and jokes and the memes, and goes into his little shell. And I don't care if he bricks shots. I just want him to shoot. It adds another dimension to his game because he's not going to brick 9 out of 10 shots if he's taking 10 shots a game every game. I mean, even if he goes 3 to 4, 3 or 4 to 10, 5 to 12, 5 to 15. At least he's pulling it up and adding that to his game because that's going to make his defenders step up. Just Collins standing by the free throw line when he was at the top key during the series. It's going to make his defenders step up. They're going to have to respect him, and then he can blow by him and dunk. That's my point. I think if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm telling him, then if you're not shooting 12 to 15 shots minimum every game, you're on the bench.
Yeah, yes. And you're right to bring up that Scotty quote, which is so apropos because the two of them are similar, right? The two of them have the same kind of issues, but Giannis doesn't care. And Giannis, he can go off for 35 because he'll have those nights when everything is falling for him. And you can only get that if you actually try, right?
It's 100% mental because, I mean, he needs to go see the sports psychologist that Aguilar saw because when Aguilar saw a psychologist, he had a pretty good year, the Super Bowl year. He needs help. He needs psychology help because he can do it. But mentally, I mean, same thing when I play pickup. Like if I'm playing pickup in fives and I'm playing with a bunch of people I don't know, I don't want to start breaking shots, so I don't start throwing up, unless I'm playing with friends. But it's the same thing. So I can put myself in his shoes, and he doesn't want that feeling like, oh no, I don't want the ball because I'm going to miss. I'm going to let my teammates down. But if you just shoot, it adds to your game, and that changes the entire game.
Right. The difference is that's all he does. Right. Like the difference between he and you he's a professional, and that's what he does.
Exactly. Now, I'm not getting paid $30 million to play.
You're not getting paid $1 to play fives. You're not getting paid anything to play fives.
Yeah, no.
Oh, my God, Holt, you're so right. Great stuff, brother. Thank you. No See you, buddy. No, it's true. And the Giannis thing, you can't. He just wants to look. He doesn't want to look foolish, or he just wants to look cool. You name it, right? Or he's overcompensating greatly. He has to go to the Black Forest in Germany and find some doctor to unlock him. I mean, that's it.
DGB still out there? Slime hand. What'd you call him? Slime hands?
Green slime.
Green slime. Is he still out there?
I hated him. Oh, God, he was horrible. Green slime. No, he left Germany. He's in Iceland. Green slime.
What's he doing out there? Just hanging out?
Yes. Oh, God, I couldn't stand Green slime. Oh, he was the worst, that dude. Oh, my God.
It's crazy. That year you had the Green slime, Paul the Burner Turner.
Look at the guys he went through to.
In 2016, yeah. His best weapon was Darren Sproles.
God. He did have a dearth of weapons through his career here. Come on.
Oh, my God, yeah.
I mean, Alshon at the end was gross.
He was fantastic in 17, Alshon, but then he got hurt. And he never recovered.
Was horrible. He had tight ends.
Yeah.
What's he going to be like this year with that offense, all those weapons? He's got a great back.
Backs. You know what I mean? It's It's a good offense in Indianapolis. And then who knows? Is Frank Reich the mastermind? That's what we're really going to find out, right?
Yeah.
Does he get unlocked with Reich or re-unlocked?
Yeah. Mike, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hello, Mike.
Hey, what's up, cuz?
What's happening, buddy?
Hey, so I was listening to your opening remarks about Doug, and I couldn't help but, think to myself, here we got a guy in Doug Peterson, right? He comes in with essentially no pedigree, right? I think the guy was coaching high school football 7 years prior to being hired by the Eagles.
Right.
So you got a guy with essentially no pedigree, and he wins us a bowl, right? You make the hire in the Sixers and the Phillies in Doc and Girardi, and to be honest, I was totally on board with both these hires. I thought both these coaches, were the best on the market in their respective sports. Okay,
yes.
All right. So these guys come in, and I almost feel like now we were sold a bad bill of goods. I mean, if you watch Doc and Joe in their post-game pressers these last couple weeks, they look shell-shocked. They look clueless for answers.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Right? I mean, Girardi last night looked like my little 3-year-old when he didn't get his way. I mean, he was mostly
he's got yes. He's
right?
been very off, and yes, you're
right?
You're dead right about that. We know how the Doc thing.
Right, and so just the irony there, and then just to take it one step further, when you look at it from Doc and Girardi's point of view, you almost feel like maybe they were sold a bad bill of goods too. Because from Girardi's standpoint, I mean, I hate to say it, from Harper, it looks like his better years are now behind him. I hate to say it. So I think Girardi thought he was getting more than he was. And I know Doc thought he was getting more than he was in this team. So I mean, just all the way around.
But he still... Listen, Harper still needs some protection around him. It's different. You know how it is with baseball, right? One guy in the middle of a lineup. I still think Harper is a beast. The bullpen. Look at that bullpen. It's unbelievable. You can't cut a closer, but part of his problem is he stays with the closer. Oh my God!
Right, but Girardi doesn't know how to manage it, and you kind of touched on it a few minutes ago. I think it's a leadership issue on that team.
Yeah,
there's a leadership issue, and it starts at the top, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if nobody's throwing any chairs around or banging any tables after some of these games, that's a problem.
Well, what's wild, right? Think about what you just said too. So you have Girardi, who managed the Yankees to a World Series. You have Doc Rivers, who coached the Celtics to an NBA title, right? Who was in Boston, who was in Los Angeles, who has coached Kawhi, Paul George, Garnett, Pierce. I mean, and Girardi, who's been around the Titans, right? We're real Titans of baseball.
Monster pedigrees. Pedigrees on both.
What the hell? They've come here and been lobotomized.
It's sad, but you tied it all up for me when you brought up Doug, because I thought, here's a guy with essentially coming in with nothing.
Right.
And look at what he did. And look at these two guys here. Look at these two.
Oh, what a call, Mike. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. Oh, my God.
So what we're saying is Sirianni's a lock. Because we got to go with the coaches with no pedigree.
He's got no pedigree.
I mean, look at Vigneault. I mean, it's too early to say anything, but his team was a disaster this past year.
You just texted me a picture of Joe.
Oh, my God, dude.
And he's got both arms on the rail of the dugout. And his chin.
He's resting on the dugout. He's like, what the hell is happening?
He's got the cap pulled down right over his eyes, and he just wants to disappear.
And then, I remember they asked him again. I mean, how many times are you going to ask the question, what's happening, Joe? And he's just like, just frustrated. I have no answers for it. He literally has nothing left to say.
Right, because if you're Joe, you go,
it doesn't matter who I throw out there.
You say it? What am I doing? I'm not pushing wrong buttons on purpose. Where else do you want me to go? I'm starting to feel sorry for him. But what happened? These dudes were supposed to be pedigree guys. And they both look befuddled.
Yeah, they got no answers. None.
Look.
Doc's on the bench. We saw his photo.
Oh, Doc leaning back, slouching on the chair.
Joe's got the head on the dugout.
As the 26-point lead evaporates like a puddle in the Mojave Desert. And you're trying to get there before the water just evaporates, before the lead. Please let me just wet my parched throat. New hobby, Tunis. New life. This is torture. Cuz Radio, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Another bullpen meltdown. How many times can I say that? I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by the DVR PC Share Ride program. Going back to work can mean more cars on our roads and more air pollution. Check out Share Ride for a cleaner, cheaper way to commute in PA and earn rewards too. Starting July 1st, go to pacarpool.org. The Phillies, what do you know? Blew another game yesterday. Another blown save. Even though it wasn't the ninth inning, it still technically is a blown save. It happened in the seventh inning with the Tally Phillies. The game started with Spencer Howard, who could only go 2 1/3 innings because once he reaches his pitch limit, he falls apart. The Phillies were up 4-2 in the seventh inning. They lost to the Reds 12-4. 21 blown saves in 2021 for the Phillies. They are just 4 away from a franchise record. Oh, by the way, it's only June 29th. In other news, Ben Simmons has opted out of playing for Team Australia in the Olympics. Keep it locked right here on The Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Cuz, Anthony Gargano. Weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Hi, it's John Kincaid, and as a 2-time cancer survivor, I know when it comes to funding cancer research, every single dollar counts. That's why we chose the American Association for Cancer Research to be the official charity of the John Kincaid Show. You know, if you've been touched by cancer directly or through someone that you care about, you can join us in working to defeat these devastating diseases by making a donation to the American Association for Cancer Research today. You go to aacr.org/fanatic, because donations from private citizens like you and me add up to big breakthroughs that are saving lives. I'm living proof. There are like 17 million of me out there. That's a scary thought, isn't it? But 17 million people that are cancer survivors today because of your donations that supported the scientists and the doctors who will discover the next breakthrough, making giving hope to cancer patients a reality. Make a monthly donation to AACR's Sustaining Hope Club. Donations in any amount add up, and they show you care. Visit aacr.org/fanatic. That's aacr.org/fanatic to donate today, because I'm living proof. Cancer research saves lives.
Welcome to the all-star matchup of Everfresh juices and juice drinks versus the other beverages. Pitching for Everfresh is Pineapple Orange in his debut on the mound. Blue Island punches at first, Cranberry Strawberry at second, Lemonade at third, and catching today is Premium Papaya. Plain old water is at bat. The windup in the pitch, it's a pop-up to Pineapple, and we've got our first out. Next up is Flat Soda. He gets a piece of it, and it's a weak line drive caught by Lemonade for out number 2. Batting third is Boring Sports Drinks. Pineapple Orange delivers it right down the middle, and a foul ball. Here comes a curveball. Swing and a miss again. The next pitch is a four-seamer, and Boring Sports Drinks swings and misses for out number 3.
Don't strike out with boring sodas and plain old water. Bat 1,000 every time with Everfresh juices and juice drinks. Everfresh, available in over 40 different flavors at your favorite neighborhood store. Locations at everfreshjuice.com. Everfresh, good juices for good times.
If your credit card bills have gotten out of hand, call Consolidated Credit now. If you're making the minimum payments, but your balance is just not going down, call Consolidated Credit now. If the interest rates on your credit cards are so high, it will take years to get out of debt. Call Consolidated Credit now. They've helped over 5 million people. They can consolidate your debts into one lower payment, reduce your interest rates, and get you out of debt fast. If you're struggling with credit card debt, call Consolidated Credit now.
Call now, 800-552-6750. That's 800-552-6750. 800-552-6750.
Consolidated Credit Counseling Services Incorporated, 5701 West Sunrise Boulevard, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 33313. Not a loan company licensed by the New York Department of Financial Services and by the Vermont Department of Financial Regulation. Maryland DM 19, Oregon DM 80031. Licensed by Virginia State Corporation. Commission license number DC 32. Establishment of a plan may adversely affect the individual's credit rating or credit scores. Non-payment of debt may lead creditors to increase financial charges or collections activity, including litigation.
Nothing like playoff time. No better way to bet on basketball and hockey playoffs than the Park Sportsbook app. The only sportsbook app based right here in the Delaware Valley and the only one backed by the #1 casino in Pennsylvania. Check out live in-game play-by-play betting and bet on all the playoff action as it happens. No one does live in-game play-by-play betting better. It's the playoffs, and the Park Sportsbook app has you covered. Bet spreads, parlays, props, and teasers. Plus, bet on individual player performances. In basketball, bet player points, rebounds, and assists. In baseball, bet hits, home runs, and pitcher strikeouts. New customers sign up right now and get your first bet risk-free up to $500. Just download the app or click parkscasino.com/PA and use the promo code ACTION. Do it now. Your first bet risk-free up to $500. Just download the app or click parkscasino.com/PA and use the promo code ACTION. Your risk-free bet refunded in site credit. The website has all the details. Must be 21 and in Pennsylvania. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When it comes to retirement, there's no such thing as being too prepared. At Citadel Credit Union, we understand. Our local advisors will partner with you to plan for retirement today, so you can build strength for tomorrow. Schedule a complimentary checkup. Call 844-499-0430 or visit citadelbanking.com/retire. Citadel, building strength together. Investments offered through QSO Financial Services LP, member FINRA SIPC, are not NCUA insured, not credit union guaranteed, and may lose value.
Fanatic fan favorites.
Hey, don't strike out with boring sodas and plain old water. Bat 1,000 every time with Everfresh juices and juice drinks. Available in more than 40 different flavors. Everfresh, good juices for good times.
Fanatic fan favorites on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Wendy's only makes one kind of breakfast, your new favorite one. How do we do it? With fresh cracked eggs, oven-baked bacon, and flaky croissants. You know, the things your old breakfast wasn't doing. So toss that old news and its soggy eggs somewhere useful. And get to Wendy's, where the sausage, egg, and Swiss croissant, bacon, egg, and Swiss croissant, and honey butter chicken biscuit are just 2 for $4. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's 2 for $4.
Limited time only. Single item at regular price. Price and participation may vary at U.S. Wendy's.
What makes the perfect workout? Being able to ride, lift, and stretch in one place with motivating instructors.
Y'all look so good out there, Peloton.
Classes that always work around your busy summer schedule.
Push, Peloton. You've got 20 minutes of opportunity on this ride.
Instructor-curated playlists for every mood.
Let's turn it up. Come on.
Now what if you had it all? Right at home. The Peloton Bike. Nothing like working out from home. Visit onepeloton.com to learn more.
Hey, how would you like to see what your custom landscape lighting will look like before it's installed? Hey, it's Mike Miss here for Farron Electric. Right now, you can get a custom landscape lighting design and a pre-installation preview from Farron Electric, so you know what to expect before the shovel hits the ground. Schedule your complimentary consultation with owner Dan Namaro at FarronElectric.com and ask about their no-hassle lifetime warranty on fixtures, bulbs, and transformers. Visit FARRYN Electric.com.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Wiki.
Yeah, all right, man. You just got a look in your eyes.
Yeah, it's called Beat the Bleep Up, man.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It ain't how hard you hit.
How much more can we stand? That's why this is all part of the summer project, dude. How much more can we take?
You know, Rocky didn't mention in that speech how many punches you can take, though.
I mean, there's a limit,
listen,
right?
You're all tough. I can get up 100 times. 101, I might not be able to, Rock.
Right.
Oh, man.
I don't know how many more we can handle. I feel like
7 blown saves in the last, this is awful. They're about to break a franchise record with blown saves, and it's June the 29th. There's a lot of baseball left to be played. And you know what they're going to do, Wayne? You know what they're going to do? They're going to be right there the whole time. Because this division sucks.
Yeah, it does.
They're going to be right there the whole time. And they're going to they're going to miss out by 6 games.
You know what sucks? The Mets suck.
Yes.
You know, I hate them. They stink.
Yeah, you should have swept them.
How about
you should have swept them, man?
How about they start Eichhoff yesterday? That gas can Eichhoff. They stink, the Mets.
Yep. And you're still behind them. And they're going to be right there the entire damn time. And then we're going to do if you only blew half your saves, you would have won the division.
And that's why Girardi looks like he's been lobotomized.
Yeah.
He stares. He's got both arms, the chin resting on the rail, and he hat down. I'm looking at our YouTube friends, and he's just like, I got nothing.
I mean, there could be a top 10 list of worst images for Philly sports in the last 10 days. Number 1 being Ben, right underneath the basket. The Joe Girardi.
You want to talk about
Doc Rivers going back.
The oil paintings
of
the haunted gallery. There used to be a show back in the day when I was a kid. I never watched it. It scared me.
Really?
Yeah, it was called Night Gallery. Dude. And I remember being a kid and seeing the commercial, and it was like this. It was an art gallery or whatever, and it was haunted or all stories of evil and ghosts. It was called Night Gallery. I don't know. I never watched it, but I just know it scared me. Right? Awful. Drew, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hello, Drew.
Yo, Cuz. Yo, Chooch. How you doing, guys? Yo, you know who Girardi needs to turn into, Cuz?
Who?
From Oz. You remember Oz?
Yeah.
Chucky Payne Palmo, Chucky the Enforcer. How great of a character was that guy?
Wow, I haven't thought about that show forever.
Because how great of a character was Chucky? Pene de Moite.
Oh, my God, that's fantastic.
That's what he needs to turn into. Because am I right here, Cuz and Truth's thinking, like, Bryce Harper, I love him. I wanted him. Is he snake-bitten? I mean, the Nationals win it the year after he leaves.
I know. He looks like a snake-bitten type of dude, too.
Yeah.
And I still love him, man. I think he tried to embrace us. He loved being here. He wanted to be here. He wants to win here.
Yep.
He could be that. You're right. He could be that dude who's just snake bitten.
Yeah, he's snake bitten. And I feel the same way you do because I love him. You know, he wants to be here. He plays hard.
Yeah.
Just can't get over the hump. Now I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to hang up and listen. So I'm a little puzzled here because in baseball, I'm sorry. Yeah, in baseball it falls on the ace, right? In football, it falls on the quarterback. In hockey, it falls on the goalie as far as wins, losses. Besides the coach, I'm talking about the guy who has to take the heat. In basketball, does it fall on the center or the point guard? Who does it fall on as far as taking the heat? Great show, guys. I want to listen.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it, brother. Well, it falls on the star. And it falls on, nowadays, because there's multiple stars, it falls on the star who fails to perform. And whether the star is the guy who just doesn't live up to who he's supposed to be. So in this case, it's Ben. But he's not alone. Tobias, he deserves a lot of blame. Now, again, to Tobias's defense, he's not a 2. He's not a number 2 star. He's a number 3 star. Like he's the Middleton sort of player. He's not a number 2. I guess Middleton's 2 to them, but he's not that guy.
They've Giannis, who has no fear. Now, obviously 6 of Embiid.
Right, but Middleton plays the second banana, right?
Right.
Drew Holiday, I guess, would be the third. I don't know. That was a bad. It was the first thing that came out because he reminds me of Middleton, but Middleton came up big. Middleton's playing his ball.
Yeah, 40 points the other night.
So if Tobias could be Middleton,
but he did have 4. Remember against the Wizards? Now I get it. It was the Wizards, right? Albeit the Wizards, but
I like Tobias. I do. I like him, but he's a number 3 kind of guy. Embiid needs somebody else. Tobias works big time if Dame is in place of Ben.
Yeah, Tobias, Seth Curry, all those guys all of a sudden improve, and they're already good ball players. But imagine with Dame Lillard, it's crazy.
You need somebody to be the killer other than Embiid because you can't have everything on him. You got to have somebody else. So it's that somebody else who takes the blame. I can't good conscious blame Joel Embiid. He balled out. Did he play well in Game 7? No. But it doesn't matter. He still balled out. He tried, did what he left it on the floor. It was not his fault.
Nope.
There's a lot of blame to go around, but he escapes it.
By the way, I can see why you didn't want to watch Night Gallery. Just the theme alone. It's terrifying.
No, I was a little boy, so
well, yeah, I know. I can see. Like, you got the lights off. You're watching TV. Yeah, I can see why you turned this off.
And it was these paintings. Like, they went into a painting. And there's something scary, especially when you're a child, about a painting.
And some of the eyes move.
Well, not even the images, right?
Yeah.
All kinds of crazy images.
My grandparents, so they lived in Florida. And I would sleep in the sunroom because they had a cot in there, and they had a photo of like some Grand Duke of Lithuania that just stared down at you when you're sleeping.
It was probably a creepy painting.
Oh my god, dude! I would like move move my head, and the eyes would move with me.
Really?
So yeah, I mean, listen, I respect the Grand Duke, but I couldn't sleep in there anymore.
No.
I had to move.
That'd freak you out, man. All right, take a listen. This is Doug from yesterday, and just give you a little kind of insight. Remember, we only had 7 minutes because we had to get out. It was a hard out to get out for Mikey Miss, and remember, because Mikey Miss is also on television, we had to get out. So Doug, at the end of his round at the Jaws Challenge yesterday, snuck in, and here he is.
It's good to see you guys.
How's everything?
It's good. I cannot complain, man. It is. It's going really well. Enjoying, my summer right now. Our oldest son's going to get married next month, and I got a son playing for the Niners, and son just finished Clemson, and we're doing well. Enjoying our life right now. Yeah.
You look good.
Well, thank you.
Peaceful.
Yeah. I mean, it's been about 34 years since I've really had any kind of a break, and this has really been a good time for me. To kind of refocus, recharge, regroup, and really think about what I want to do, in the next 5 to 8 years.
I still can't believe it ended the way it ended like that. It was just weird.
I've been around the NFL a lot of time, a lot of years and a long time. And, nothing surprises me anymore with the league. And, I was a player I was in it for 14 years, obviously as a player, and I saw a lot of things with other coaches and different, and it's just the way our business is, and it's okay, and that's the thing. It's okay, and we got accomplished in Philadelphia what I wanted to get accomplished, and that was win a world championship. Yeah. And I wish everybody, Nick and all the guys, best of luck moving forward. And I'm focused on my future.
I thought this is going to be it. This was a new norm. Yeah. This was ours.
And that was my plan. That was my goal. That was why I we did the things we did in 16. You know, I pushed the guys hard in training camp in 16, and you know, we just kind of got on track a little bit there in 17. Had a nice little run, and really felt like our new normal was going to be we're going to be in the postseason every year. And of course, we were in 18 and 19, and we were close again in 18. A play or two away from maybe being back in the NFC Championship game the next year, and that was our new normal, and that was going to be our blueprint in Philadelphia, right? And you know, things just got a little derailed, and here we are. Obviously, I'll be defined in Philadelphia for my wins and losses. Obviously, the championship is huge. But for me, you know, I feel like if I get another opportunity, I want to do it again. You know, I mean, that's when you get that. I went to 2 Super Bowls as a player in Green Bay, and then obviously now being a coach in Philadelphia, and so 3 Super Bowls. And when it gets in your system like that, it's just hard to turn that off. And the competitor inside wants to continue to compete. And you know, hopefully I get an opportunity to lead another football team and do the same things again, you know, and learn from the last 5 years. What a great teaching moment for me. You know, I always talk about, you know, we learn from failures and different things like that. I don't want to say that this was a failure, but at the same time, I want to learn from the last 5 years moving forward in my next opportunity.
Are we too hard? We were having this conversation today because of Simmons, and you know how much we love this stuff.
There's a saying out there, and we use it a lot in I think sometimes you can't see the forest through the trees because you're too close to it. And sometimes people get too close to it. I think fans get too close to it. And in Philadelphia, and listen, there's a passion in Philadelphia, which I love. And it draws people, you know, to the link and to Philly sports. And that, you know, I'm watching the Sixers, you know, in the NBA postseason. I'm sitting there watching those home games, and that passion shows up. But sometimes we get a little bit too close, and it's hard to really see big picture sometimes. And it's just, it's a you know, it is what it is. But you know, it's okay. It's okay. We move on. We lived another day. The sun came up the next day, and we're all right.
But it didn't come up, dog. There's no sun. There is no sun. It's hot, but there's no sun. It's a shame, man. I would love to have another 20 minutes with him and just kind of dive in. But he's in a happy place. He doesn't want to relive.
You could hear it in his voice, man.
Oh, my God. Afterwards, we were talking, and you were there. And he was in a great place, man. Amazing. Amazing. Like, he was in a great spot.
Which kind of freaks me out.
Yeah?
I'm happy for him, personally. But it kind of freaks me out. I know. What was actually going on? Why was it so bad? Scary. Because again, here we go again. New coach, new quarterback. Just 5 years removed. And it's not like it was 5 years of dreck.
I need to know at some point what happened. Where'd it go sideways? How's it all going sideways? Wentz goes sideways. Simmons goes sideways. Doc Rivers went sideways. Joe Girardi going sideways. Harper, to some extent, going sideways. Why? And I keep going back to us.
Yep, selling the soul.
And he said, well, it's either one or the other, right? Either we have sold our soul for that Super Bowl, or we are too close. Like he talked about being too close or too inside and too much. And what I think he meant was, and I don't want to put any words because I don't know, but from what I gather from him is that we are overbearing. Too close means like too into it. Too into it means overbearing. There is, and you can see how, listen, I know I can be overbearing myself. And there's all of us, right? That we care so much.
Right.
He almost said it. That we care so much, almost too much.
Yeah, but I'll say this.
So much is a euphemism for too much.
So I don't know of any other stories where people stood outside the practice facility gates of their respective team with signs that said run the ball or roll the blunt, all those signs, right? Well, what happened? They did it that week, and it worked. So as involved as we may be as a collective fan base,
right?
Not always wrong.
But then I don't think we are wrong. But then you start to wonder, when we talked about running the ball, what came out later? That Jeffrey Lurie was busting the guy's chops for winning on the ground.
In Green Bay on a Thursday night.
He was upset that they didn't win because they didn't throw the ball.
Which is just absolutely ludicrous.
Yes.
It's Jerry Jones.
So then you start to think, oh, wait a second. Maybe that Doug was under such constraints and had them breathing down his neck that it was almost paralyzing. And what we saw yesterday was freedom. Freedom in every sense of the word. Freedom from having someone constantly in your ear. It's that buzzing of the fly in your ear constantly. That drives you insane. Freedom, financial freedom. Hey, the family set. I'm good. Golf and the beach. Line them up, barkeep. Rounds for everyone, on to me. That's a freedom to be able to do that.
Says he wants to get back at some point, but he's still getting paid for another, year or two?
2 years.
2 years?
I would be in no hurry. It's got to be the right spot.
Oh, yeah.
Look, Andy went to the perfect spot. He left here. He went to Kansas City. There's no media in Kansas City. I don't even think there's a media left. There's one newspaper and one talk radio station. I don't even know if that exists. The owner it's a great family, the Hunt family. Clark Hunt is the owner, and he's, hey, man, do your thing. And he's a true, hey, do your thing. I'm not breathing down your neck. And clearly, Jeff is a breathe down your neck guy.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Especially when he didn't like, this is a response to Chip Kelly. Right? Because Jeff wasn't like that with Andy. I know there were constraints, but Joe was there.
Right.
So they had their way of running things. And, okay, well, then all of a sudden Chip Kelly goes, forget it, bleep y'all. Right? Like he basically said, you don't talk to me. I'm doing my job. This is my team. And he didn't appreciate that. And now it's like no one's ever going to put Jeff in the corner again.
Nope. That's why they bring in Nick Sirianni, who, hey, he could be great.
Well, we brought in Doug, and Doug, clearly, Jeff was super involved and super in his ear because he looked at peace yesterday. Let's go to Will. You're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hello, Will.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's going on, Will? What you doing, buddy?
Yeah, all right, man, I'm good. I just want to make 2 points. One, I feel like when we drafted Wentz and Simmons, I mean, I'm thinking these guys would catapult us to, like, multiple championships. I mean, I know Wentz took us there and, Foles took over. But, Simmons is like, but this dude should have been working on his craft, man. It's like, there's no excuse. Like, I can't have a star and not work on his skills.
I know.
And be here that long and not be better.
Know. But here's the thing. And this is where I wonder, because I don't think it's working on the skills. It's working on his brain.
Yeah, that's
because it's not about his skills. It's about doing it. He doesn't do it. That's the thing that's so maddening, is that he refuses. It's not like it's his, hey, go shoot 1,000 foul shots every day. All right. Go shoot 1,000 jumpers every day. He could do that. It won't matter. He probably does it already because he doesn't do it in the game. And until he unlocks it, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. And then on top of that, he paid Wentz and Simmons, and it's just now they're just relaxed and they got their money, and it's like, you know, I mean, I don't know. I can't get in Simmons' head, but it's
I don't think it's about relax or anything with him. I think it's some sort of mental blockage. I don't know what it is, and he needs to go get help. That's the only thing. That's the only conclusion I come to.
Well, can I suggest a 14 trade? I mean,
sure.
I ain't saying it's the perfect one, but obviously, hopefully Golden State would, you know, offer Simmons. If they want him, I would say let's take that 7th pick and that 14th pick. And if they want to give us Andrew Wiggins, I would ship Simmons, and I would throw in Shake Milton if I had to do that trade. But then I would go to Cleveland, see if there's any possible way we can move up to that 3rd pick with the number 7 pick, just the number 7. And whatever we have to give them, if it's Thibault in the 28th pick, to get up to 3. Because really, Ant, I want to go after Portland's, not just Lillard. I want to make a power move for Lillard. But let's just go for both of them, the backcourt. I mean, why would they want to be there? Like, they topped off what they had to do as far as ability, McCollum and Lillard. If I'm Daryl Morey, I'm trying to go after both of them. So I'm saying, Cleveland, give us, we'll give you 7, Thibault in the 28th pick to get the 3. Give us,
so you're going to give him 7, 14, and 5.
No, just 7. The 7.
But you have to get you'd have to give him 14 too.
Well, I'm giving him a future pick because I'm not letting go of that 14 pick. Because if I can get from 7 and give him something in the future in that 28th pick in Thibault to get the 3.
Yeah, I don't think you can get there with that.
But you got Wiggins too, so you send him Wiggins. So because
Yeah, but why do they want Wiggins? They don't want Wiggins. Wiggins trash.
Yeah, I mean, he got better over in Golden State.
Right, I mean, like, you don't want Wiggins. If you wanted Wiggins, you get. Listen, I agree with you. Well, like, if you could somehow make a power move, hey, but listen, getting both is too much. But you got to get. I got to run, babe. You got to get at least. If you could somehow land Dame, getting McCollum too, it never happened. But can you get Dame? If he wants out, you need for Damian Lillard to say, I'm not coming back. I'm done. See ya. Get me out. Get me to Philadelphia. That's what you need. Get me out. Because here's the thing. If he's out, the only place he could go would be here. That would make sense for him. If he wants to win. Because he'll go, Embiid. I can win with the big man. Great player. Him and Tobias, that works. But you got to get there. All right, we'll come back. Quick break. He's the tune of some cuz right here. 97.5 The Fanatic.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Another bullpen meltdown. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Phantom Fireworks. The 4th of July, the rockets' red glare and the bombs bursting in air are brought to backyards across America by Phantom Fireworks. Visit fireworks.com for a location near you. Speaking of fireworks, see what I'm going to do here? Yesterday, in the 7th inning, the Phillies did have a 4-2 lead, but that evaporated when Neftali Feliz comes in to pitch for the first time since 2017. He gives up a grand slam to Nick Castellanos, and then the floodgates open. The Reds end up winning 12-4. Even though it was the 7th inning, it still statistically counts as a blown save for Feliz. That is now 21 on the season for the Phillies. They are just 4 shy of a franchise record, and we're still in the month of June. In other news, Ben Simmons has opted out of playing for Team Australia in the Olympics. And we've been talking about it all day. Doug Peterson joined Anthony at the end of the show yesterday. If you missed the entire interview, you can find it on the website, 97.5thefanatic.com. Keep it locked right here on The Fanatic. For all the latest news and information, I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Anthony Gargano Show on 97.5 The Fanatic. It's coming. Stay tuned to The Fanatic for details.
Attention auto mechanics and auto body pros. Carvana is hiring in Delanco, New Jersey. Carvana, the company that invented a brand new way to buy a car, is hiring for their Delanco Auto Inspection Center located near Delran, right off of Route 130. Carvana has immediate openings for auto techs, detailers, painters, lot attendants, and other auto specialists on day and evening shifts. All jobs are direct hire, full-time, offer a competitive hourly rate, no flat rate, 100% company paid medical insurance, generous paid time off, tool reimbursement, and much more. On Wednesday, July 7th and Thursday, July 8th, Carvana will be available to talk directly to you from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Where? At their Delanco Inspection Center right off of Route 130 on Creek Road. Bring your resume, driver's license, and awesome personality. To learn more and be a part of the Carvana revolution, head to CarvanaHiringEvents.com and select Delanco, New Jersey. If you can't make it, you can still apply and a Carvana teammate will be in touch with you. Head to CarvanaAutojobs.com and select Delanco, New Jersey.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-546-1987. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. There is zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have a 5-star rating on Google and Yelp and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-546-1987. That's 800-546-1987. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Hey guys, Bob Cooney here. And on FanDuel Sportsbook, in partnership with Valley Forge Casino, you can place your first bet risk-free. That's right. New users get up to $1,000 back in-site credit if your first bet doesn't win. And it only gets better. Check out FanDuel's new promo live every Tuesday, $5 Dinger Tuesdays. All you have to do is place a $25 wager on any player to hit a home run on Tuesday and get a $5 bonus in-site credit for every home run hit in the game. Maximum $25. FanDuel Sportsbook is America's #1 sportsbook. So download the FanDuel Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code Bob to get in on the action. That's FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code Bob.
21 plus and present in New Jersey and PA. First online real money wager only for risk-free bet. Refund and bonus issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Max bonus $25. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Guys, there's a treatment for ED that is changing the medical field. I'm talking about acoustic wave therapy technology from Forge Medical Group. Wave therapy. So that means no medication is involved and you can stop buying the popular pills at your local pharmacy. Forge Medical Group's board-certified medical director and his team offers this acoustic wave therapy technology. And it can restore intimacy without pills, injections, or surgery. Here are some comments from the Forge Medical website.
Thank you for giving me my sex life back.
Your staff was friendly and respectful. They never made me embarrassed or uncomfortable.
No pill or pump ever worked for me. Your clinic is full of miracle workers.
Forge Medical Group is working with men to bring back a part of their life that they thought was gone. Our guarantee to you, no pill and no injection. This is a completely safe ED treatment. Appointments fill fast. Call now, 610-632-8181. That's 610-632-8181 or forgemedicalgroup.com.
At Fogo de Chão, it all starts with getting inspired by exotic dishes from the market table. And then you ask the gaúcho to take it up a notch. And then they bring you the bone-in ribeye. Because the rich, juicy flavor from the bone goes right into the meat. And then into your mouth. Welcome to what's next at Fogo de Chão. Reservations at fogo.com.
Amazon is offering sign-on bonuses up to $1,000, plus get up to $20 an hour for select roles. The best part? We're hiring near you. So start now to take home something greater. New, higher wages with a sign-on bonus, a range of real benefits, and career growth opportunities in a top-rated workplace. So earn more and see how great pay and sign-on bonuses can lead to a greater life for you. Go to amazon.com/apply. Amazon is an equal opportunity employer.
Lowe's wants you to bring the whole family back together this July 4th. We have new lower prices on select bagged mulch starting at $2.88 a bag. and add some sizzle with $50 off select Weber Genesis gas grills. Make this holiday one worth remembering. The summer savings continue this July 4th, so stop by Lowe's in-store or online. Lowe's, home to any budget, home to any possibility. While supplies last, selection and product availability vary by location. Valid 6/24 through 7/7. U.S. only. Mulch offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
O'Reilly Auto Parts is here to keep your car on the road with the right parts, advice from our parts professionals, and our free loaner tool program. Your local store has more than 80 specialty tools available for your next repair. Refundable deposit required. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts and ask about our free loaner tool program or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Honey, we need to clear the air.
I'm sorry, and I promise it'll never happen again.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
The Bryan Evolution Air Purifier captures and kills up to 99% of select viruses and bacteria. And Bryant Heating and Air Conditioning contractors will do whatever it takes to provide your family with this healthier, cleaner air, including great financing offers on a new energy-efficient system. To find a Pierce Phelps Bryant contractor near you, visit nopaybryant.com.
Bryant.
Whatever it takes.
Listen to 97.5 The Fanatic everywhere. On Alexa at 975thefanatic.com, The Fanatic app, and now on Odyssey. More of the Anthony Gargano Show now.
On 97.5 The Fanatic.
Hello.
$11:30. What are we going to do, Andrew?
Can only go up from here, right, Ant?
No, but here's my fear. All right, can just you and I listen for just talking for a second?
Wait, hold on. Let me.
All right,
hold on. That zapped out the right. No, that was connected to the right. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I not disconnect you?
No, I felt that in my pinky. It went right down my arm.
Sorry. Hold on. The pinky. There you go. I just zapped off the radio. It's literally just you and me.
So, and we'll get to the phone lines coming up in a sec. But
why even bothering saying that? It's just you and me.
Oh, okay. So here's my fear. My fear is they trade Simmons for like some package of just crap, right? Like because they take the best deal. And there's no real star. And this is a fear. This, again, it's not what I believe or what it's a fear. That it just is what it is, right? Like, it's Daryl Morey, as much as I love Daryl and EB, they're just completely hamstrung. And they can't land the star that Embiid needs. Much like AI never got paired with the star he needed, right? All right, so that's that. Hurts might be the coolest quarterback. Like I thought, I think Harper was a cool dude. There's a lot of cool. There's been some cool dudes. Lindros, 88 was cool. Hurts might be the coolest ever to come in Philadelphia. T.O. at the time was cool, crazy but cool. But Hurts has a coolness about him.
Vigneault's kind of cool in his own way.
Yes, he
is.
The
martinis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, but that he's all cool and plays like Gabagool, right? Like, it just is not good. And that's my fear. And so it's just a slog of an NFL season. Philly's it just blows up. Literally, like the bullpen is done night after night. There's no end to it. And the Flyers can't get fixed, and then Carter Hart's in peril. And if that's the case...
And it's the boring 20s?
It might be worse than that. It might be worse. That's my fear. Like, I'm petrified. Like, I was a kid, I was afraid of Night Gallery. I told you that I was a kid, there was that show that would come on. Like the Sixers would come on Channel 48. And I think that show was on Channel 40, one of those shows. And I used to be, it used to give me nightmares. So, this whole scenario of these 4 teams is giving me nightmares. Like, look, I can get through the summer. We got the Olympics. I like the Olympics. And I may go all in on Olympics this year.
Oh, I got to show you the jerseys.
The Litho?
Team Lithuania's jerseys. Wow. I will probably be ordering one on the spot.
All right. So I can go all in on Olympics. But I can't have all 4 teams in the tank at the same time, dude. Not when I thought it was going to be the opposite. Not
the complete opposite.
Right. Listen, you wish for all 4, you get 2. That's the odds. You wish for all 4, you get none? That's just not right, Andrew.
Yeah, it's gross. That means we did something wrong.
Yes.
Because there's like, you know what I mean? Like, we did something wrong. Whether it was selling souls or we're an awful fan base. Like something happened. Because there's no way that could happen. Like, that means something wrong happened.
So the best is I missed everything you just said.
Because I came out?
I put my arm down and ripped out the headphones from the console. The wire. I just ripped the wire.
That's right. I basically said maybe we're awful and we're too tough and all that kind of stuff.
That's the summer project.
Which I think is BS, but...
Well, we have to do it. We have to do the project.
Yeah, I know.
Listen, we have to do it. We have to find out once and for all, are we too much? John Kincaid checks in. John says, I call BS on that.
Yeah, he didn't like that quote from Doug at the end there.
Dude.
He was offended, he said. Offense to it.
Well, listen, maybe we are. I mean, I think it's time to look introspectively. Ferris, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. My man, Ferris, what's happening, brother?
Hey, let me tell you. Let me sum this whole thing up. This thing is like, they back in the day, they had an old TV show called Outer Limits. Remember that show?
Outer Limits. I remember the nightgown.
Outer Limits. It was like something from outer space, you know.
Okay.
And that's how I look at the teams now. But let me get to my points real quick. I felt like after that game, that was like a scene from that movie, Snakes on a Plane. Felt like we all got bitten in the ass. You know what I mean? Everybody's trying to recover.
Mother, father, snakes on this mother, father plane.
Yes. And then let me tell you, it gets even worse, right? Remember Mike Tyson when he's about 20 years old? If he hit a guy in the stomach or the ribs or a body shot, chances are he went down.
Yes.
All right, here's my point. My son calls me up last Father's Day. You know, we kicking in. He wishes me a happy Father's Day, right? He said, Dad, he said, as soon as this game is over with and the Sixers win, I'm going online and get us tickets for the first Milwaukee game. Yes.
Ferris.
Yes.
Oh.
But you know what?
I could feel the shot.
Oh man, I was looking forward to that. I was excited
shot.
that whole last quarter and a half.
Oh,
I was so excited, you know, calling everybody, telling me, "Yeah, I'm going to the first game." But let me get to my last point.
Go ahead.
I think what the Sixers should do, whoever they don't have heart, man. They need. See, if Jimmy was here, right? They would not have lost a 26-point lead.
No, you're right.
You know, I mean, there's no way he would allow them to lose.
No, he would at least got a bucket, right, to stave off the run.
Yeah, so I'm saying whatever players they want to bring in, man, you better bring in some guys with heart, man, that's going to fight. You know?
Yeah.
That's we don't have that. We didn't have that on this team.
No.
So I don't know what he's going to be able to do. I'm not going to speculate. You know, we all wish we had this guy, that guy, and whatever. but it is what it is. But look, man, my T-shirt, normally I go get these T-shirts made with different sayings.
Yeah.
My T-shirt for the summer is going to be process over, time to get it right.
Yeah. That says it. That says it.
That's going to be my T-shirt for the whole
Where do you get the T-shirt made?
It's a place in the gallery. A guy I go to down in the gallery.
Oh, yeah?
Now, I normally have to get shirts made up with the grandkids and whatever.
That's cool.
If I'm going to pay, $30, $35, I might as well put family members on the shirt.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. I like that. You're a good man, Ferris.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
All right,
Y'all
brother.
have a good one.
You too, babe. Take it easy, man. That's a gut punch.
Speaking of...
his son says to the father, I'm getting tickets. We're going to game one.
Oh, yeah, that sucks.
That's enticing.
And then you're watching that lead evaporate. And you're like, oh my God, I'm not going to the game anymore. Season's over. Not just I'm not going to the game, it's because the season is
when they
done.
went up 4, I don't know about you. I'm talking about game 7. When they went up 4, right before the Matisse missed 3, I thought that was going to be the game. Didn't you?
Yeah.
Like, I swore.
I thought they were going to pull away.
I swore at that point they were going to pull away, going to run, and be up 9.
Can I admit something to you?
Yeah.
I was calm the entire fourth quarter. Even as the lead kept on going away, I was like, well, they're not going to lose. Like, the better team will prevail at the end of the game here.
Right.
And then they lost. Because and then even when they were down, Tobias makes that layup.
Yes.
Right? And it makes it a 1-point game. I'm like, all right, 50 some seconds left. You're down 1. Get a stop here. You got Ben and Matisse out there. And then it didn't matter. And then B turns the ball over the following possession and you lose. It's just unbelievable. By the way, speaking of T-shirts.
Yeah.
I almost wore it today, but the wound is still way too fresh that I can't even make jokes about it. I'm looking for a shirt because everything I own is Philadelphia gear, right? So I'm wearing the Lithuanian University T-shirt today because I needed something different. I'm not gonna wear a Philly shirt today,
right?
After yesterday, so I found a shirt at the bottom of my drawer that Joe Bell actually gave me a few years ago. The great Joe Bell, and it was one of the shirts you get outside the Wells Fargo Center when you're leaving, and it was the Fantastic Five: Simmons, Embiid, Butler, Redick, Harris. I don't know why I still have that in my drawer. I should probably sacrifice it to the sports gods or something.
Yeah, that team was too good to lose. That team was better than this team.
I don't know if Butler and Harris worked.
They did not. Butler, Harris, and Ben all did not work.
No.
And Embiid was not Embiid of this year.
Correct. But they still took Toronto to 7 games.
So if Embiid, this is the cruel truth. If Embiid was the Embiid of this year back then, they win it.
Yes. Because they then beat Milwaukee, and then they beat the banged-up Warriors.
Correct.
It's a sick joke, man.
It's sick. Twisted.
Are you still finding it funny? Sports gods? Are they still laughing? After a while, a joke gets old, right? All right, you told that joke enough.
No, because they
find new twists to it.
It's not just a one-off. I think part of them, they're sick and demented. And I think it's about torture.
So it's not just about humor anymore.
Right. You imagine when you're a kid and you created a world. Right? Did you have, I don't know, we had the Army men when I was a kid, or the little baseball guy and this guy. You created a world.
I pretended I was playing 5-on-5 basketball all the time.
You created a world, right? But you were the master of the world. You controlled the world, and you could control who scored 30 and who scored 15 and who missed the bucket at the end.
I was counting rebounds, but Tumbo was grabbing 30.
Dude, I did the same thing. I'm playing Nerf basketball, We called it puff basketball. I was playing Nerf basketball in my room and go, all right, here's Tony to Barkley, right? And I'm doing play-by-play like I'm Zoo. Lock all windows and doors. Here's Barkley. And here's Charles, the Thunder Dunk. Charles, 36, 18 rebounds. And this is me in my head doing this stuff. So we created the world.
Here's the crazy thing. I played.
So the sports gods are in charge of our world.
Yes.
And we're just onlookers, and they go, watch me bleep with these people. Ha, ha, ha. It's not going to end.
I don't know why. It was always Sixers Nets for me. Like the Jason Kidd Nets. Like I always played the Nets, right?
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why.
I played the Celtics.
And every game ended the same way. Iverson hit a half-court shot for the win.
Really?
Yeah. Now, if I missed, it
took a half-court shot to beat the Nets?
Yeah, all the time.
Wow.
Every single time I played.
Huh.
Battles, man.
By the way, those unis are outrageous.
Oh, the Lithuanian uniforms? Yeah, they're beautiful, man.
They look like the Sonics, the old Sonics uniforms.
Yes, man, that's why I love them. I might have to scoop one up, man.
That green and yellow, although it's like a two-tone green.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's cool.
Sabonis chilling out there.
Yeah, it's a great uniform. I could see you rocking that uni.
Oh, yeah. I'll watch him win bronze this year.
That's cool. Is that the color? Is that your color? The Lithuanian color, that green?
Yellow, green, and red.
Yellow, green, and red.
Of the flag.
Is the flag?
Yeah.
That's cool. Listen, I think it's down to we got Olympics. That's it.
I just like it. The stomach on the jersey is one of their beers. That's the sponsor. Kalnopolis.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
That's what that is?
Yeah. I love that they have a beer sponsor on their jersey.
That's pretty cool,
That's
man.
awesome.
I give you props on that. That's good lithos.
Well, I mean, not much else I did while I was out there.
Do you find there's got to be a distributor that sells it?
There's a few out here. There's one in the Northeast.
Do you have them?
Not in my house right now. No, my dad actually has his fridge with a few.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Bring them in.
Okay.
Steal two.
I'll stop by. It's not right up the boulevard. I'll stop by.
All right.
I think they're closed on. Today's Tuesday.
All right, well, I'll grab one with you, and we'll choke before the Olympics.
It sounds good to me.
We should do the beers of the world, actually.
Dude.
Right?
Yes.
Do beers of the world?
I'm in.
I'm only having one though, because I've been good.
So what?
So like one at a time.
Oh, okay.
Well,
we could do a flight for you.
Yes.
And make it one full beer.
Actually, you know what? Who cares? Life sucks. Manny, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hello, Manny.
Brother Ann, what's going on, man?
What's happening, brother man?
Well, I ain't been okay since we lost. I haven't even called. I'm just now, getting things back to normal a little bit. It's two things that I wanted to talk to you about that provided me some type of solace, right, throughout this whole process.
What's that? What's that?
Maybe it might help you out, big bro. What has been, right, how crazy of a sports story or amazing of a sports story is that the key to unlocking Ben is that he's shooting with the wrong hand. And he comes back and he shoots right-handed. And then next thing you know, everything works out. Maybe it's just not natural because we're talking about head cases here. We're not even talking about something that's physically being done with him. We got a head case, right? And maybe it's just not natural for him because he's ambidextrous to shoot with the left hand. And it just doesn't come natural. And they force him to shoot right. Have you put thought into that?
Yeah. So first of all, you're right. And everything you say, I've had this same conversation about dominant hand. We talked about, in fact, I mentioned that we were at a memorial for my friend who passed away from lung cancer on Sunday, Vinny Bones. So we were at Vinny Bones' memorial, and in fact, I was having a conversation with my buddy Boo about that very thing about dominant hand. But here's the thing I keep coming back to. All these years, he doesn't think about that until now?
He hasn't been forced to.
Yeah, but I remember having a conversation years ago about maybe he should be shooting with his right hand from on his free throws. And that was like 5 years ago.
Yep. And I'm telling you, I really think that's what it is. Like J.J. Redick said it. He said when you seen him shoot with his right hand, it was a way better flow. It just looked natural.
They're like, why? This is what I don't get, though. Why wouldn't this kid do it already? Hey, we're too far into it.
We're talking about 5 years, right? Talking about 5 years. But then you got to think about who you're talking about. And this is Ben, who really, I don't think he has like ill intentions towards like this.
Yeah, but why? Like why wouldn't you? Are you that married to being left-handed that you? Of course, the thought had crossed his mind.
What does he always say? I'm just playing my game. He's always just been able to get away with, I'm just playing my game. It is the first time that this is rock bottom for him. This is the best thing that ever could have happened for Ben Simmons in reality. He had to hit rock bottom because the stuff that we've been dealing with regionally, that's all that happened. It just shined that natural, like, national spotlight on the stuff that we've been dealing with for the last 4 years. Now he's embarrassed.
Listen, and I've thought about it. We've had these conversations. I just can't believe he wouldn't have tried it before now. Right?
Hey,
I don't know. Put it this way. So before Mossy got hurt, he was slumping a little bit. My little Massimo, it's a baseball. So we were in a cage, and he turns around to hit left-handed. And he was enjoying because he was making contact, and he was trying to hit left-handed. And it was just one of those things where he was enjoying trying it. He's 8. Like, at some point, Ben goes, I'm more right-handed than left-handed. I mean, before now. Oh, Manny, love you, buddy. Oh, my God. Can you imagine? Right or wrong, Tunis?
I hear you.
I don't know. He's had to have tried it, no?
Probably, yeah. I mean, everyone's been pointing it out.
It's not that's not new.
No, it's not.
All right. I'll tell you one thing. These segments go by too quick. They're like interrupting my healing process.
Well, the faster the segments go, the faster till maybe teams are good.
But it interrupts my healing process. That's going to take the entire summer. Cuz Radio 2 is 97.5 The Fanatic.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Same old story for the Phils. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Martin Law, the law firm for injured workers. Visit PAWorkinjury.com. Yeah, you guessed it. Phillies lost yesterday, and once again, it was because the bullpen had a complete meltdown. They were up 4-2 heading into the 7th inning. Neftali Feliz, first time pitching in the big leagues since 2017. And what was the result? Well, he gave up a bunch of runs, including a grand slam to Nick Castellanos. Then Eniel De Los Santos came in, giving up 2 earned runs of his own. It actually got to the point where Nick Maton had to come in to finish the bottom of the 8th inning for the Phillies on the mound. So an absolute mess. They lose again. Even though it was the 7th inning, it still counts as a blown save. That is now 21 blown saves for the Phillies. They are just 4 shy of a franchise record, and we are still in the month of June. In other news, Ben Simmons has opted out of playing for Team Australia in the Olympics, and after 27 years of a broadcasting career, Mark Zumoff announced his retirement this morning. This update is also brought to you by T-Force Freight Dock Workers. Join the T-Force Freight team that's respected everywhere. Dock workers in Stowe earn up to $26 per hour. Apply now at upsjobs.com, upsjobs.com. Keep it locked right here in The Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
Anthony Gargano, weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Nothing like playoff time. No better way to bet on basketball and hockey playoffs than the Park Sportsbook app. The only sportsbook app based right here in the Delaware Valley and the only one backed by the #1 casino in Pennsylvania. Check out live in-game play-by-play betting and bet on all the playoff action as it happens. No one does live in-game play-by-play betting better. It's the playoffs, and the Park Sportsbook app has you covered. Bet spreads, parlays, props, and teasers. Plus, bet on individual player performances. In basketball, bet player points, rebounds, and assists. In baseball, bet hits, hits, home runs, and pitcher strikeouts. New customers sign up right now and get your first bet risk-free up to $500. Just download the app or click parkscasino.com/PA and use the promo code ACTION. Do it now. Your first bet risk-free up to $500. Just download the app or click parkscasino.com/PA and use the promo code ACTION. Your risk-free bet refunded in site credit. The website has all the details. Must be 21 and in Pennsylvania. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Calling all auto techs, detailers, painters, bodymen, lot attendants, or other auto specialists. Carvana, the company that invented the new way to buy a car, is hiring for our Delanco Auto Inspection Center. Grow on the go, working with some of the most advanced tools in the industry at one of the fastest growing companies in America. We have open roles for all levels of experience, from hourly production associates with no past experience to master mechanics and certified painters. And our competitive pay, on-the-job training, and company-paid certifications offer all employees a pathway to success. New hires get a great job on day one with the opportunity for a Carvana career. Other benefits include health insurance with 100% of the premium paid by Carvana and other benefits. Grow your career with stability, working with the team that's disrupting the automotive industry. Now hiring for roles at all levels of experience. Go to CarvanaAutojobs.com to sign up. Carvana is an equal opportunity employer.
Are you one of the millions of homeowners who haven't refinanced yet? If so, I'm here to tell you it's not too late. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial. Although the lowest rates may be in our rearview mirror, as the economy recovers from the biggest economic shock of our lifetime, rates still remain near historic lows. In fact, with the dramatic increase in home values, this may be the perfect time to put that new home equity to work. Take advantage of our cash out refi program and pay off high rate credit cards, car loans, or other high interest rate debt. Or finally make those home improvements you put on hold for so long. Best of all, we can do this with no closing costs. That's right, whether it's a conventional, FHA, or VA loan, we'll pay for your title, settlement, lender, and recording fees. So call Westland at 888-455-3669. That's 888-455-3669. It's the biggest no-brainer in the history of mankind. 888-455-3669.
Westland Financial Corp. is licensed by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania Department of Banking. NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Message and data rates may apply.
All right, one more rep. You got it?
10.
Woo, nice work. You're a beast.
Oh, thanks, man. Yo, I feel better than I have in years. And I got to tell you, taking Nugenix makes a huge difference for me.
Nugenix? Mm-hmm. That's the testosterone booster with TV ads with Frank Thomas, the Big Hurt, right?
Yes. This is a legit product. The patent key ingredient is testofen, which helps boost free testosterone levels and increase lean muscle mass.
Well, it's clearly working for you. Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Absolutely. Nugenix is a great way to increase lean muscle and feel stronger with more energy and endurance. And as Frank says, she'll like it too.
Maybe I need to get a complimentary bottle of Nugenix.
Yeah, man, do that. You just need to send them a text.
Text HOT to 321321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix, the #1 selling free testosterone booster at GNC. Nugenix samples are not available in stores, so text HOT to 321321 right now. Text HOT to 321321. That's HOT to 321321.
Get more out of summer when you get more from the Home Depot and trusted brands like Behr Paint. Beat the summer heat by taking on a paint project indoors and keep things cool with 4th of July savings on paint and all the supplies you need. We're making sure now is the perfect time to give your home a refresh. How cool is that? 4th of July savings only from the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
This July 4th at Lowe's, get $10 off 1-gallon cans or $40 off 5-gallon pails on select interior and exterior paints, stains, and coatings via Lowe's gift card rebate. And with everyday appliance savings, save up to $750 now on select major appliances. Lowe's, home to any budget, home to any possibility. Actual size 110 to 640 fluid ounces. Rebate not valid with other discounts. See Lowe's.com/rebates for more details. Savings instant in select stores. Exclusions apply. U.S. only. Paint pricing valid through 6/30. In-store must ask cashier to apply coupon. Savings vary based on purchase amount. Can't be combined with additional discounts. Valid through 7/14.
I need some backup. I got to get these trucks to Tuscaloosa by Tuesday.
Trevor's Trucking needs 3 18-wheeler drivers with commercial licenses ASAP, or his company will stall.
If we don't move the rigs before this weekend, we're going to be in trouble.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed, you do. With Indeed Instant Match, we immediately show you quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed meet your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Summer vacation, here we come.
Yep, I packed the ready-to-drink cocktails I got at Total Wine.
You packed nice shirts?
No, but I did pack a bunch of summer wines. Whites, rosés, Zinfandels.
Did you remember a bathing suit?
Oh, no room. With all these tequilas and flavored vodkas.
Did you pack any clothes?
Does a koozie count?
Wondrous selection, helpful guides, ridiculously low prices. Make a splash this summer. Catch the savings wave at Total Wine & More. Drink responsibly. B21.
July 4th, Independence Day. Now, you're going to make bad eating decisions, so why not do a juice cleanse right after the holiday weekend? Squeeze.com is the best juice cleanse on the market, and you can set up a delivery to hit your doorstep on Monday, July 5th. The benefits of a juice cleanse with Squeeze.com are lasting. Less bloat, more energy, better sleep, stronger focus, and it's a great jump off to a weight loss campaign. Just go to Squeeze.com and order today. That's Squeezed.com.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Hello.
Well, it's 12 o'clock. They're Chunos. How about it?
Can't believe it, man.
I know.
Day is flying by. Yesterday flew by.
It did. Well, yesterday was a fun day.
Seeing Jaws.
Yeah, it was good to see Jaws. That felt like good football vibe.
How about some of those linemen, man? The way they look like John Runyon now, lean. Mike Golick, lean.
Dude, how about John? Big John, man.
Plant-based diet. I couldn't do it.
Nah, I can't either. I tried.
Didn't Okafor do that?
Yes.
I remember that.
He got lean, too,
He did.
man. He got leaned up. He leaned up. I saw this documentary, and it scares you. Like one of these anti-meat documentaries.
Oh, yeah. It's nasty.
Right?
I don't watch them. I refuse.
It was like just what the meat does to your body. And it was one of these like that, like world-class athletes. Man.
Well, so I had
But carbs are more my problem than the meat.
Yeah, and they're everywhere, right? I had 2 hot dogs on Saturday after our day on the beach, like 12-hour day on the beach or whatever.
That's a good time.
And they were so good. My dad makes his own sauerkraut, so I had the sauerkraut.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's delicious.
Yeah.
But
so
I
we
thought
put it
about
on the grill?
Yeah. But I thought about this. Coach Camille eats 2 hot dogs a day.
A lot of dogs.
Think about that. That's a lot of hot
I don't think I've had 2 I can't tell you the last time I had a dog. Have we had dogs?
I know yesterday I had a sausage. Did you have one at
Dude, you got me that sausage.
Oh, so good, dude.
Oh my God, that thing was peppers and onions. Like that thing was outrageous.
And they had one of those pots that you could put the pot on the grill, so the grill was keeping it warm instead of them having to like go to the back or something like that.
You came back with those 2 plates, the 2 sausages.
Yeah.
For you and I. My God, that thing was outrageous.
And I knew not to put mustard on yours this time.
No, I appreciate that.
But I think you had a dog at the. We were at the golf course in Bluebell a few months ago. I think you had. Remember, I also brought you a burger, but you didn't want the burger because there was mustard on it.
That's right. You brought the right.
So I ate the hamburger.
Right. You brought back a dog and a burger.
Yeah.
And I was going to eat the burger,
so
but
I took the burger because of the mustard.
Right.
Yeah. So that's your last hot dog you had.
Yeah. That was what? That was a while ago. At least about 2 months ago.
2 months ago, because I remember the morning show golf that day.
Right.
So it's still warm.
It's all right. That dog was okay.
I like a good hot dog.
I mean, I like a hot dog. Listen.
Do you go extra burnt? Because I don't. I don't like the. It's funny. I saw one of these tweets.
I don't mind that.
Which hot dog do you prefer? And it was the one that looks like there's no crisp to it, and then like at the very end, it's basically black, right?
Oh, really?
I may like this number 2, where there's a little char on it, but that's about it.
I don't really, I'm not that versed in the dog.
No?
Like, listen, I like a dog every once in a while. Ballpark dog.
I grew up on the boiled water hot dog.
Yeah.
And whenever my mom was away.
The vet dog, you mean?
Well, yeah, but even at home, whenever my mom was away.
You're bored of dogs?
My dad, that's kind of what he knew. So we just had the boiled hot dogs on white bread. Not even on a roll.
But you can't do you can't do a white bread dog. You got to be a bun.
Well, yeah.
I couldn't do a dog on a white bread.
I never minded it.
I'll tell you the underrated thing is a dog on like an Italian roll.
Oh yeah, that's good. I've had it.
Like when they do it like that.
One seat's still the pretzel dog.
Yes.
And with the cheese on the inside.
Yes.
One seat.
That's a great item. Are you going to 4th of July dog it?
Oh, for sure, yeah. I'll be heading down this weekend.
It's my least favorite holiday.
Why?
I'm not a big fan of the summer holiday.
I mean, listen, I love like Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Like those holidays, like I think you need the holidays during the bad weather.
Yeah, but I also like it's just another
summer. It's the whole thing's a holiday.
It's an excuse to go back down the shore.
Okay, well that's good.
Or you have the beers outside,
right? But I'm just talking about in general. The summer holiday. I don't really like.
I got you.
I don't like fireworks.
We got an extra day. We got Monday off.
The fireworks.
I'm not the biggest fireworks guy.
You see one, you see them all. Like there's not there's nothing that after a while you've seen it all when it comes to the fireworks.
Right.
There's nothing that it doesn't do it for you. Like when I was living at the apartment on the river,
saw them over the water all the time.
I mean,
right?
that thing was outrageous. Like we would see it from our apartment.
That's
it was the best. But so I'm done on the fireworks.
Yeah, I don't need any more fireworks.
I don't care.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
The morning show today did a overrated, underrated segment, and they did players, coaches, but they also did other things.
Yeah, fireworks are overrated.
I agree. Now, Egan brought one up where Bob, John, and Jamie all said underrated, but I'm with Pat here when he said it was overrated. The funnel cake.
Yes, overrated.
Stone overrated.
Yes, overrated.
Because it's not even the top boardwalk treat.
Well, here's why it's overrated. I agree. Because the first bite is really good, but you can't. There's just so much of that you could eat.
Right.
The more you eat, the sicker you get.
I completely agree.
Right? So it's only really good for one bite, maybe two.
Yeah, Pat and I said we'll share one together.
I agree. I agree.
Because there's other things. The fries, the pizza.
Right.
Fried Oreos.
So we would have fried dough is what they would call. Like my grandmother, like they would make fried dough.
Mm-hmm.
And they would put the powdered sugar on the fried dough. And really, it's a donut is what it is, right? But they would make the fried dough because, like, my grandmother she would make her own pasta. Like, she would do that's how she would do it. So she would do the fried dough. But the greatest fried dough is really the panzerotti.
Yes.
That's why the funnel cake with the powdered sugar is good. But if
it's good, yeah.
Two bites, you're out.
That's more of like a group. You got 5-6 people. You each pull off a few.
Whatever. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. At least the kids like it. They get it. I don't even. I
go ice cream ahead of the funnel cake.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree with that. Let's go. It's so stupid. Let's go to Tom.
Let's talk about awful Philadelphia sports.
Tommy, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Hey, what's up, cuz?
What's up, Tom? What are you doing, buddy boy?
Oh, man, loving these conversations. These teams. This is reminding me of, like, you look back at 1971, every one of our teams sucked. They stunk. Their rosters stunk. Their play stunk. And such a disappointment with what's happening now. And I just think, like, well, everybody's been talking about, like, when Hoskins mentioned right about the good stuff, that went so far, it almost came out my mouth. It's just holy moly. Does he not hear, like, when these guys hit the long ball or do the nice play, it's almost like a standing ovation, and they don't understand. We're not booing the guy. Personally, I don't boo at all when I go to a game or watch, I do a lot of cursing when I'm at home, but
sure.
I don't boo. I just don't. I'm not going to boo somebody that's wearing
I'm not a
our lawn.
booer either. I've never been a booer, but that's just.
But we want the outcome. We desperately want these guys to win. We're blue collar, and as I was telling your producer, I played in a lot of different leagues, hockey, football, softball, all that stuff. We demand that out of ourselves. If you're not busting your chops in any league that's officiated, you're on the bench or you're not playing.
Right.
Like they don't even want you on the team. So it's not that we demand this of ourselves as Philadelphians before we do our professional athletes. We're hard on ourselves. From CYO on up.
Agreed.
You had better perform or you're going to hear it. Your teammates are going to get in your behind. Your coaches are going to get in your behind. Your parents are going to get in your behind. And then you're going to get your stones busted at the playground or that night when you're sitting in the watering hole and you didn't give it everything you got. So these players that are whining and crying, man, I want to just shut up, will you? Just all you have to do is give us your best, and we're good to go.
So let me ask you this. It goes back to our summer project, which is our view of all this. Does it jive with 2021? I mean, listen, anybody can lament something that's gone, right? Like everybody can lament, but let's be real here for a second. If it jives with 2021, there's a problem. And it goes beyond just lamenting the old days, right?
Right. Yeah, there's. I don't know. I don't know if there's some kind of strange cancer going through our pro teams, but it's just it's been a long time since I've seen this kind of atmosphere in a city. From top to bottom, organization to organization to organization. I don't know what the fix is.
And here's the cruel thing: is that. Yeah, we have a certain responsibility in how we view things, right? However, Tom, think about the extraordinary circumstances. The franchise quarterback. It's not like you drafted Carson Wentz and he sucked, right? Like exactly. He was a bust. He was pick any other top, 3 quarterback, Jameis Winston, he's whatever. Pick a dude that just stinks, right? He didn't just stink. He was good. He was really good. And he goes off the rails. Simmons, you've seen him dominate a game.
Right. Well, see, with Wentz, I don't know if it's the constant catering to these guys as they're coming up through the ranks, but what I don't understand why Wentz got so twisted. I mean, he's had a history of injuries, so the franchise was protecting themselves by getting a quarterback, somebody that could come in and play.
Yeah, in fairness, listen, I hated Tommy. Great stuff. I hated the Jalen pick. I did. I thought the pick was stupid because you got a guy with a 10-cent head. You got a guy that, first of all, you had a roster that needed players. So, all right, you needed players. If you were pretty sound, I would say, okay, go with Jalen Hurts. You're looking there as a backup type of thing, and all right, it's a different approach to the backup quarterback, like they were trying to reinvent the wheel when it comes to the backup. All right, but they needed a lot of things.
Yeah, there was 4 different players drafted after Hurts that could have helped you.
But
running back, wide receiver, linebacker, cornerback.
Is he just a? I don't know what happened. I just don't know what happened to the guy. He just went off the rails, dude.
It's going to be fascinating. I know there's a lot of people that say out of sight, out of mind. It's going to be fascinating to follow along what he does in Indy this year. It really will be. Because if he plays well, are there people that are really going to have the opinion of, well, he's not here anymore, so I'm not going to pay attention to him? Everybody's going to check the box score. Right? Like, how many times have we heard, oh, out of sight, out of mind, don't even bring him up anymore? We're all going to pay attention.
We have to.
Yeah, I mean, because we have to really find out, as sports fans, as Eagles fans, did they make the right move or not?
The beauty of the only good thing that I could say is that there's so many good teams in the AFC that hopefully they lose. I mean, I'm going to be 100% real with you.
Oh, you're rooting against them.
I don't want to see this dude win anything. Make me a bad guy, so be it. I can't stomach that guy winning. First of all, I like Kansas City. My man's in Kansas City. I'll always root Kansas City. But I got my man in Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to see. I can't have Wentz go win a Super Bowl. I can't. I mean, seriously. That would destroy us.
Yeah, but even if it's not the Super Bowl, let's just say they go 12-5 consistently.
I expect them to go 12-5.
I know.
That's a good offense. He's got a great
defense too. I mean, that's a good all around. He literally got placed in the perfect situation for him.
Yes.
Frank Reich and then a good team.
Yes, they have a great offensive line. Look at the players around them. I love the running back. He's a star. Local kid, the whole thing. He's a star. I think Michael Pittman's a good receiver. Larry in Idaho. Hello, Larry.
Hey, guys.
How you doing?
Going well. Wish you all a good Fourth.
You too.
By the way, Ange, don't give up on Johnny Hightower. He's all, I watched him play out here. If he's not going to be doing it for the Eagles, he'll be doing it somewhere. So tell my buddy Howie over there, that's what's going on in my head. I look at Fultz, Markel Fultz.
Oh.
I look at Ben, and I'm looking, number one picks in the draft have both turned out to be pineapples. And you know what? It makes me sick because that right there, Markel being what he was supposed to be, Ben being what he was supposed to be, and Joel, that's an NBA champion this year. And it's just, now let me ask you this.
I mean, the idea, Larry, of Fultz, are you kidding me? Like, throughout this process. Well, I'm sorry, go ahead.
If you watch what he did in college, you saw it, I was watching those UW games, and I'm saying, look at this kid.
Yeah.
He's so fluent. He makes the game look easy.
Yeah.
And look what happened. It was like suddenly he couldn't even make a free throw, and everything went so south. I mean, I don't know if it's bad luck, Josh Harris, or what, but I do blame Josh a little because last year Doc Rivers failed, okay? Why do you reward failure with a 5-year,
but I can't blame. I can't listen. He comes on the market. There was every coach that was out there had failed at some point. D'Antoni. I mean, listen. The guy Doc had also won a championship and been through the wars. I can't look at it and say that was a bad hire. I'm sorry. Listen, he didn't coach well.
Don't you think that when Doc interviewed with Josh and Blitzer, they sat in there and he told them right there, you know what? I can fix a Ben. And look what he does. He's a great defender. He's blah, blah, blah. Don't you think that entered the conversation?
Yeah, yes, of course it did.
And now they're making it like, oh, well, yeah, this year we're going to work on it. We're going to teach him how to shoot those free throws. He's going to put down his...
Oh, in fairness, he gets the job, in October, wherever it was, September, and the season was about to start again because of the bubble, so...
But he had all year and all his practices. And
I can't kill River. Listen, I could kill Doc the way he coached against Atlanta, right? Like, I could kill him for that. But I can't kill him for the whole Ben thing. Jeez.
I mean, they got 20 guys. How many coaches are on that bench these days?
Yeah, well...
When I was a kid, it was one coach, Al Domenico.
Well, I mean, things change. You know that. Larry, I got to ask you a question. What brought you, and I hear the accent, to Idaho?
It's beautiful out here. I'm in the food business, potatoes, do the math. But
really?
Just,
have you been to the Blue Field?
The Blue Field, oh yeah, well, all the time. It's very hot today. It's probably about 150 degrees with the heat out here. But we just we used to go out west in the summer to get away from the heat. And my wife fell in love with Boise, Idaho. Now it's the number one housing market in the country, and it's insane because everybody from California, especially the poor souls that lost their homes in the fires, they're all moving here. And it's a nice place to raise a family. But but October 3rd, I'll be there at the Kansas City Chiefs game at the Link. So with my Boise State hoodie.
There you go, buddy. My man. Good stuff. How about that? How about a Philadelphia guy going west to Idaho, big sky country?
I would love to see a game there.
The Blue Field?
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
And he has the Philadelphia accent, too.
Yeah, it didn't leave him.
He's in the potato business. So where else you go? I couldn't do Idaho. I had no interest.
No, I don't think that suits you.
Yeah. I couldn't do the middle. I got to be on the coast.
You can barely do where you're at now.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a good point.
Not enough concrete.
Let alone Idaho. Wow, that's too much. How about that part of the country just getting scorched?
Yeah, it's crazy right now, isn't it?
Oh, my God. You start to wonder, I don't know about you, when you see, like, temperatures that are... There was a track. Did you see this yesterday?
Mm-mm.
There was a track. The temperature was 147 degrees.
Oh, my God.
Dude. Like, everything shut down.
Yeah. Jeez.
And you talk about that kind of heat? That's scary heat, dude. I don't want to... That's a bad way. Like, I don't want the whole thing just to burn up. No good.
No.
Not a good way to go.
No.
Such is life. Let's talk a little bit about Parks Casino, shall we? Parks Casino, Tree Road Bed, Salem, the 4-for-4 casino and sportsbook of choice. Let me go a little different today. So Hobby Tons failed us, Jonas. The Lightning were pretty nasty, man. Kind of sucks. But let's look at the Euros 2020. Shall we? I can't watch a basketball game. I can't watch even the hockey game. It's hard, man. The next game I'm going to watch, the Euros. How about Friday? Team Italy against Belgium. Italy, plus 132 at the Park Sportsbook. There's my selection for this week. How about that? They have so much you can look at. Futures, you can look at. Props, any of the baseball. We'll go through the baseball maybe a little bit later on. Even that, after the Phillies just, it's one after the other. Anyway, but Parks has everything. It's a great place to go, and you want to bet on a game, couple bucks here, couple bucks there, the futures, good odds, parlays, props, you name it. Got everything at Parks Casino and Sportsbook, the 4-for-4 Casino and Sportsbook. Go to parkscasino.com/PA. Use the promo code FANATIC. You'll catch a risk-free bet up to $500. That's right. Just remember two things. Got to be in PA. Got to be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Same old story with the Phillies. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Audible. Audible delivers everything you love listening to, all in one app. Stream the newest releases, bestsellers, Audible originals, popular podcasts, and more. Start listening free with a 30-day trial at audible.com. Yesterday, the Phillies fell to the Reds 12-4, but they weren't just blown out early. No, it was the bullpen yet again. 12-4 they lost. They were up 4-2 in the seventh. Neftali Feliz made his first appearance in the big league since 2017. He gave up a grand slam to Nick Castellanos. Eniel De Los Santos then gave up 2 earned runs and a couple more runs that were unearned after his own throwing error. Nick Maton actually had a pitch to get the final out in the bottom of the 8th for the Phillies. Another loss, another blown save, now 21 on the season for the Phillies. Their franchise record is 25. We're still on June 29th. They begin a series with the Marlins today. Phillies at least didn't lose any ground. They're still just 5 back of the Mets for first place, but they are now in 4th place of the NL East. Other news, Ben Simmons opted out of playing for Team Australia in the Olympics, and after 27 years of a great broadcasting career, Mark Zumoff has announced his retirement. If you missed Doug Peterson with Anthony yesterday, you can check it out on the website, 97.5thefanatic.com. Keep it locked right here on The Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Cuz, Anthony Gargano. Weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic.
This is Brent Musburger's Action Update for 97.5 The Fanatic. Tired of losing your hair? Get 50% off for your first order at keeps.com/vsin. Keeps.com/vsin.
The Miami Marlins underachieving according to their expected win-loss total of 41-36 due to a plus 17 run differential. They're in last place of the NL East with a 33-44 record. Miami with Trevor Rogers on the mound, $1.15 favorite at Citizens Bank Park today against the Phillies, plus 105, Vince Velasquez. Pitching for the Phils, 2-2, a 4.74 ERA. Philadelphia's dropped 7 of 10. Total 8.5 flat at Citizens Bank Park. NBA Eastern Conference Finals at State Farm Arena today. Milwaukee a 6.5-point favorite over the Atlanta Hawks. DraftKings Sportsbook is America's top-rated sportsbook app. I'm Mike Sennett, 97.5 The Fanatic.
If you've ever considered real estate investing, now is the time to learn. The real estate market has and will continue to have tremendous opportunities for the educated investor. This is your opportunity to attend a free live in-person real estate workshop in your area. We have been teaching people just like you for more than 25 years. Discover multiple ways to build wealth with real estate investing in any economy. Learn about the investor mindset, investing strategies, creative ways to fund a deal, and much more. The economy is changing, and so is your financial future. Whether you're new to real estate investing or already own property, you won't want to miss this free in-person Building Wealth Real Estate 101 workshop. Register now for the Philadelphia area Building Wealth with Legacy Real Estate 101 workshop, June 29th, June 30th, and July 1st in the Philadelphia area. Don't wait. Go to legacyeducation.com. Again, that's legacyeducation.com to register for the free real estate workshop coming to your area. Additional products and services will be offered for sale.
Attention auto mechanics and auto body pros. Carvana is hiring in Delanco, New Jersey. Carvana, the company that invented a brand new way to buy a car, is hiring for their Delanco Auto Inspection Center located near Delran, right off of Route 130. Carvana has immediate openings for auto techs, detailers, painters, lot attendants, and other auto specialists on day and evening shifts. All jobs are direct hire, full-time, offer a competitive hourly rate, no flat rate, 100% company paid medical insurance, generous paid time off, tool reimbursement, and much more. On Wednesday, July 7th and Thursday, July 8th, Carvana will be available to talk directly to you from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Where? At their Delanco Inspection Center right off of Route 130 on Creek Road. Bring your resume, driver's license, and awesome personality. To learn more and be a part of the Carvana revolution, head to CarvanaHiringEvents.com and select Delanco, New Jersey. If you can't make it, you can still apply and a Carvana teammate will be in touch with you. Head to CarvanaAutojobs.com and select Delanco, New Jersey.
What makes a home comfortable? It might be something you never thought about because you never had to. At PECO, we're always prioritizing your comfort and safety. That's why we invest over $250 million annually in natural gas systems and technologies to ensure safe, reliable natural gas. Because nothing is more soothing than safety. Visit pico.com/natural gas.
Now that Ethan is playing football, I'm worried about concussions more than ever.
Yeah, me too. There's a lot of confusing information out there. Concussion awareness is a serious issue for parents, coaches, especially our kids.
Have you heard about the Pennsylvania Athletic Trainer Society Concussion Toolbox? It's available on Google Play or the Apple App Store.
Pennsylvania Athletic...
Search Pat's Concussion Toolbox.
Oh, okay, cool. There it is. Wow, lots of info here. Signs, symptoms, FAQs, even an events calendar. I'm downloading downloading this now.
Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Lowe's wants you to bring the whole family back together this July 4th. We have new lower prices on select bagged mulch starting at $2.88 a bag. And add some sizzle with $50 off select Weber Genesis gas grills. Make this holiday one worth remembering. The summer savings continue this July 4th, so stop by Lowe's in-store or online. Lowe's, home to any budget, home to any possibility. While supplies last, selection and product availability vary by location. Valid 6/24 through 7/7. U.S. only. Mulch offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
O'Reilly Auto Parts is here to keep your car on the road with the right parts, advice from our parts professionals, and our free loaner tool program. Your local store has more than 80 specialty tools available for your next repair. Refundable deposit required. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts and ask about our free loaner tool program or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. It's grilling season. And you got the best beef brisket money can buy. Dry rubbed to perfection, slow smoked for 8 hours. And you dared to face that perfect smoky hickory wood flavor with subpar wood cooking pellets? Introducing Kingsford 100% hardwood pellets. No fillers or binders. Just 100% hardwood for 100% flavor. Learn more at kingsford.com.
Jay Farner here, CEO of Rocket Mortgage and Rocket Companies. Last year, we saw historically low mortgage interest rates. What you may not know is that interest rates are already starting to increase, and it's likely that trend is only going to continue. Our team of experts is standing by to help you save before rates go up. Don't look back and wish that you had taken action. Call 833-8ROCKET or visit rocketmortgage.com.
Rocket. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states and MLSConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
At Citadel Credit Union, we're proud to be not-for-profit, so we can focus on making banking more rewarding. With the Citadel Cash Rewards MasterCard, you'll enjoy unlimited 1.5% cash back on all purchases, and the flexibility of no annual fee and no balance transfer fee. Plus, for a limited time, get a 0% intro annual percentage rate for 9 months. Terms and conditions apply. Apply online at citadelbanking.com/intro. Citadel, building strength together.
More of the Anthony Gargano Show now
on 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's 12:30. And of course, our 12 o'clock hour is brought to you by Service First Heating and Air Conditioning. Get 0% financing for 72 months, a $500 rebate when you purchase a complete heating and cooling system from Service First. Learn more. ServiceFirstHVAC.com. Well, Tunis, where do we go from here? It's a question we're going to talk about all summer long.
Up, right? It's the only. Have we reached rock bottom?
No.
There's deeper?
Yes.
What is deeper?
It'll be worse. It might be worse. Well, God forbid. But it could be worse next summer.
Just got freaked out.
I don't know, man.
Dude, as you said that, the camera here, just started going in circles.
Dude, it could be worse. Like, it may not be.
Yeah, that would suck. What do you mean by next summer? Like,
I was just trying to think where will we be a year from now? Is it like it's
when Damian Lillard's here, we're going to be in the NBA Finals.
It's not guaranteed that everything gets fixed, right?
No, it's not. It's not guaranteed. No, not at all.
It's not guaranteed that the. Oh, I don't know, dude. Who knows? I'm so distraught.
Yeah, and then who knows what the baseball team will be like next year, and Will this be the year that the Flyers are back in the playoffs because they do the every other year sort of situation?
It's hard to say, hey, next year. How many times are you going to say next year? Did we sell our souls? Is that the case?
It probably has to be. There's no other reason.
Yeah. Sean, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hello, Sean.
I was listening to you talk about whether we were cursed or not, and I don't know if it's cursed, but watching that guy pitch yesterday, what's his name, Police, who was formerly a Rookie of the Year for the Rangers, which blew my mind. I was looking back and I realized that and hear me out here, there's 4 undeniable, unchanging, and always tragic truths, one for each of our franchises that never changes. And if you go back and look at it, it's kind of mind-boggling. The first truth is that the Phillies cannot develop pitching talent, period. If you look back, I just checked the stats. Since they just celebrated Rick Wise's 50th anniversary, right?
Right.
Okay. Since Rick Wise was traded away for Steve Carlton, you know how many Phillies, homegrown Phillies,
I know,
have made an All-Star game?
Cole Hamels.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so homegrown.
Homegrown.
All right. So are you counting? Okay, don't count relievers. How many starters?
No, I'm counting relievers too. 4 homegrown pitchers.
All right. Well, Nola and Hamels were the starters, right?
Yeah.
Was there any other? The other 2 were relievers, I think.
No, 2 other starters.
Who were the 2 others?
Kevin Gross and Larry Christensen. That's it.
Oh, jeez. Kevin Gross?
Kevin Gross
Ew.
and Larry Christensen.
And LC.
That's it.
Wow.
That's it. So that's the number 1 truth. Number 2 truth is that the Philadelphia...
Wait. Add one more truth to the Phillies' truth. They also can't develop outfielders.
True. Well, they can't develop a whole lot.
Like an outfield. How hard is it to get an outfield? Seriously, you got in the last 30 years, you got 2, right? You got Burrell and you got Abreu.
No, Abreu. Was he ours? I don't think he came up.
Maybe he wasn't. I don't.
Abreu was Rule 5. He wasn't even ours.
He did. Right. He came from Houston. Yes.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah. So, that's another one. So that's the truth. They can't develop players. Flyers cannot develop goaltenders. I thought this kid was going to break it, but and remember, Bernie Perrant wasn't drafted by the Flyers. The only 2 guys who were drafted by the Flyers, and as I recall, made the All-Star team, Pelly, and that ended tragically.
Right.
And Hextall.
Right.
That's it. In 50 years, in the entire existence of the franchise. Here's your third truth. Third truth is that the Eagles cannot draft and develop wide receivers, period.
Yeah.
Other than Deshaun Jackson, we've had nobody make the Pro Bowl that I am aware of.
Since Quick.
Since Mike Quick. And before that, I think it was Harold Jackson and Harold Carmichael.
Yeah.
That's over 50 years.
I know. No, it's sick.
And I throw in one for Fred Barnett. Forgot about him. That's it.
Yeah, but even I liked Barnett and Calvin Williams and all, but they weren't. It wasn't like they were Michael Irvin and
If you look over that 50 years, there's only been 2 what I'll call quality guys. It was Deshaun Jackson and Mike Quick. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. In 50 years, that's incredible. And then lastly, it's incredible and mind-boggling how a franchise can not once but twice had the overall number 1 pick in the draft. Draft point guards, and neither of them can shoot, and they both have Steve Sax syndrome of the head. It's mind-boggling.
Dude, think about lottery picks, right? Have the Sixers been the worst ever at lottery picks, right? So go back to the year they trade the number 1 pick for flipping Roy Hinson and Jeff Rowe, right? That whole debacle. Then the next debacle is Sean Bradley, right? Stackhouse. Look at all. Other than Iverson, look at them all.
Well, how many number 1 picks overall have we had? We've had Iverson, obviously a good pick. These last 2
Well, Bradley was the number 2. Sean
he's number
Bradley.
2.
But still, he's the second pick in the draft.
It's mind-boggling.
I know.
It's mind-boggling, not only the failure, but the consistency of the place of the failure. Flyers goaltenders, Phillies pitchers and outfielders.
Yeah, reliever. Yeah.
Sixers point guards. We haven't had a good point guard since Mo Cheeks I can think of, unless you call Iverson a point guard.
But yeah, a wing. I mean, it's the whole thing. Thank you, Sean. No, you're right. He's right. Phillies, it's mind-boggling. Homegrown starters and outfielders. How you not getting? How can you not develop an outfielder?
Yeah, just get a guy that can hit and play somewhat of defense.
Hey, by the way, our track record at quarterback is not exactly stellar.
No.
I mean, you got 5.
Yeah, McNabb's the greatest, at least, franchise quarterback, but he doesn't rank anywhere near the tops in the history of the league.
Right. So while we talk about wide receiver, lest we forget the most important position.
Now, would you like to have some fun with the wide receivers, Ant?
Yeah, sure.
Let's play some game show music. I have your top 10.
I got these friggin' mosquito bites and
I got them all over my legs from the shore.
And these flies. You've been attacked by these flies?
Yeah, I got them all over my ankles, man.
My
gross.
God.
Receiving yards, Eagles franchise history. I have your top 10, and I can tell you, Ant, that it's not just wide receivers, right? I can also tell you that 4 of the top 10 finished their careers prior to 1970.
Okay,
now, think about that for a second, because in today's NFL...
Right, today's the passing.
Everything's passing.
Back in the day, it was 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
And 4 of your top 10 finished their career prior to 1970.
Right. So, all right, so you have... Let's look at the 6 can you post-1970?
I have the top 10 right here.
All right, so obviously Harold Carmichael.
So you're prior to 1970. You're Pete Retzlaff, Pete Pihos, Tommy McDonald, and Bobby Walston, Walston. He finished playing in 1962.
Right. So who you got? Let's look at it. Harold Carmichael, Mike Quick.
Carmichael is number 1, Quick is 4. Because Retzlaff was number 2.
Okay. Then you got Deshaun.
Now think about that. Your top 2, Carmichael finished playing in 83. Retzlaff finished playing in 66. And then Deshaun's number 3, Quick is 4.
Freddie Barnett.
No, he's 12th.
He's 12th?
Yep.
And these are receivers, no tight ends?
No, I said not just receivers. So you have 2 tight ends in your top 10.
So Ertz got to be one of them, right?
Yep, Ertz is 5th.
And Selleck's got to be another one?
He's 9th.
Oh, my God.
Now,
so what am I missing? One guy?
You're missing one guy. Number 10 on the list, wide receiver.
Number 10, wide receiver. These are homegrown guys.
Yep. This guy was drafted by the Eagles, and I believe it was the 2nd round.
He was drafted by the Eagles in the 2nd round?
Let me confirm.
I mean, it can't be Pinkston, can it?
Oh, sorry, 1st round. Forgot, my bad.
In the 1st round?
And we all forget about him because he was here for basically a cup of coffee.
He was here for a cup of coffee?
I mean, he was here for 5 seasons, but he was a rookie. Or, he was a 1st-round pick.
I don't know.
Jeremy Maclin.
Oh, Maclin, wow.
He's 10th all-time in receiving yards.
How could Jeremy Maclin be number 10 all-time? That shows you how woeful they have been at wide receivers.
I mean, Brian Westbrook's 14th all-time.
He should be.
In receiving yards. Jason Avant is 15th.
Yeah.
All due respect to Jason Avant, I love the guy, but he was really like a 3rd down, spot, hands receiver, right? I mean, these other guys, I'm not, all due respect to Harold Carmichael, he should not be number 1 on this list because he was playing in the 70s and 80s. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, you know what you should do? For grins, go to the Packers, right? Because the Packers have, remember, it's not like Rodgers had all those number one picks. Look at I don't know, look at their franchise. Like, how many franchises are the Steelers? How many? Go to the Steelers, right? Because you can figure that.
Let me go Steelers?
Right, because they had Swan and Stallworth, right? Two of the legends, right? Two legendary receivers. So find out where, because I bet you a lot of modern day guys will be on their top 10 despite the legendary franchise in the 4 Super Bowls that happened in the 7th.
Would you like me to go through the top 10 here for the Steelers?
Yeah.
How about with 12,000 yards receiving, number 1? And again, Harold Carmichael's in the 8s. 12,000, Hines Ward. Number 2, 11,000 with the Steelers, Antonio Brown. John Stallworth, 3rd.
Right.
Heath Miller, tight end, 4th. Lewis Lips, 5th.
Lewis Lips.
Lynn Swan, 6th. L.B. Nickel, 7th. Buddy Dial, this goes back to the 50s and 60s, 8th. But then Plaxico Burress is 9th, and Mike Wallace is 10th.
Yeah.
Mike Wallace finished with 4,042 receiving yards for the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Philadelphia Eagles, 4,042 actually would be under, because Macklin had 4,700.
Where would all right? Let's play this game with little grins. Where would Plaxico's stats rank?
Plaxico only had 4,200.
That's it.
Yeah,
and he's 8th.
Yeah, well, remember he also was with the Giants.
Yeah, that's when he shot himself in the leg.
But here's the thing:
not a leg.
Their third. I'll look at it this way: their third leading receiver had just under 200 yards less than our top receiver in Harold Carmichael.
Okay.
And then Hines Ward, 12,000. Antonio Brown, 11,000.
Yeah, it dwarfs you. Yeah. Crazy, man. It is a truism, what he said. What Sean said. Sean was right on. Let's go to Curtis. You're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hello, Curtis. Curtis. Yo, Kurt. Kurt's going. Nikki. Hello, Nikki.
Gentlemen, how you guys doing?
What's up, man? Good to see you yesterday at the Jaws Invitational.
It was great being there, and my timing's horrible because 17 seconds later, Dougie P, Super Bowl champ.
You brought Doug, man. It's a shame, man.
I was going to hang till after the show, but I figured last break, you want to run home, see the kids, jump in a cold shower. So I was like, I'm not going to bug you after the show. I'll just take off. But it was good to hear. I wish you asked them after off the air when you were walking to the car, hey, what do you think of Jalen Hurts, Doug? Be honest with me.
Mm-hmm.
That would be my question.
Yeah, well,
it is.
The problem is you know the deal with him.
Yeah, he's not going to say anything because at the end of the day, it's going to just it's bad news. He doesn't want to put out there.
I was more taken aback, and I know I'm not speaking out of school by saying he said, "Man, I was in a bad place last year."
Yeah.
And I don't think that's saying anything out of school. I mean, that explains why his personality wasn't his usual self, and it must have been bad last year, real bad.
But we found out later that you win a football game, and like Andy said, any win in the National Football League is a good win. And then you're sitting there Tuesday afternoon, you're sitting there with Jeffrey, and he's talking about, why'd you run the ball 27 times and only pass the ball 23 times, even though you dominated that Green Bay game? And he's probably sitting there like, dude, you can't even spell football if I spot you the F in the ball.
Yeah.
And you're asking me about my theory on offensive strategy during a game? It's insane. So I understand why he's at peace. His boys are playing now, and it's nice to just be with the family, like you said. Well, of course, everything goes like the sun, like Copernicus says. Everything revolves back to Ben, unfortunately. And I don't want to talk about Ben today, but
is it Ben or is it Wentz? Because here's the thing, right? Like both those guys were supposed to lead us somewhere, and they were both not horrible, right? Like they weren't busts.
They showed talent, exceptional talent. Not just they could play in the league. our universe is a binary sun. It was Wentz and Ben, and now the Big Bang happened, and we're sitting here going, it's cold, there's no sunlight, what are we going to do? And the other cosmos want to criticize us about how we treat our fans. It's insane. But let me just say this about the video you spoke about Ben Simmons Summer League. The one, and I'm not a shot coach, and that's why when I sent you that video, I just said, look at the shots he took in those last 2.5 minutes on that video. But the one thing I did notice that I didn't bring up was every time he took a jumper at the elbow or somewhere else, I believe he used, and I might be wrong here, but I believe he used his right hand. And every time he went to the paint, not on a slam, but every time he went to the paint and pulled up and laid it up or finger rolled it or pulled up a 4-foot jumper, he used his opposite hand. He never used the same hand when he took a pure 18-foot jumper versus driving, and then putting it up to the rim. So there's definitely something there. It's not my job to figure out if he's using the wrong hand. There's so many other people qualified there. It's just a shame that we have to bring these things up. It's insane. I don't know.
It's insane. Is right that we're talking about which hand? Are we crazy? Like what hand?
Yeah, I don't understand. And
it's so depressing.
It's depressing because we get the one foreigner who's as they say in Italy, 40 classe, which is just a phenom. It's another word for a phenom or wonder kid. And Giannis is the same guy, a foreigner who just is just phenom. But we get the foreigner who wants to check Twitter and Instagram, and I can't shoot free throws, so let me not just go to the lane because people will be mocking me on Twitter and Instagram. While Giannis goes, I don't care. I get the paycheck. And a caller called up, I think, a couple weeks ago, and said, Giannis already said in an interview that he likes what the game gives him, which is the money, but he's not a big fan of basketball. But I'll contradict that because when he does step on the court and the referee throws the ball up for the tip, when he's between those lines, he's a killer.
Yeah, he plays hard. You're great stuff, Nick. Great stuff, brother. He does. He plays hard. Are you ready? Let me just read you this.
Oh, God, what?
Top 5 picks since 1993. You ready? Here you go. Thanks, VG. Number 2, Sean Bradley. Number 3, Stackhouse. Number 1, AI. Number 2, Keith Van Horn. Number 2, Evan Turner. Number 3, Joe. Number 3, Okafor. Number 1, Simmons. Number 1, Fultz.
Rank them.
Overall.
Can you rank them on the side? Please?
Yeah.
And Beats 1.
Right.
Iverson 2. But what about the rest?
Yeah, 10, 11, 12.
I need to hear your rankings, man.
Oh, God. From heinous to more heinous?
From heinous to heinous.
Heinous to anus?
Yes.
Let's talk about NJ Diet, shall we? Oh, my God. No, now's the perfect time. Check out NJ Diet. They're in the KOP now. Big time. Look, they're fantastic. And by the way, those of you who are out of town, you don't forget NJ Diet. They have live video consultations. And this summer, you could still be slimmer. That's right. It only takes 40 days to lose 20 to 40-plus pounds with NJ Diet. NJ Diet's contractually guaranteed money-back program starts with bioenergetically personalized supplements that are based on your hair, saliva, and blood work. And then NJ Diet uses DNA testing to create your ideal diet plan and workout regimen to help you keep the weight off for the rest of your life. If you're not sure if you can do it alone, NJ Diet's with you every step of the way. You're fully monitored by their certified staff to make sure you're burning fat and not just losing water. You'll also get the doctor's personal email and phone number. NJ Diet's committed to you keeping the weight off. It's all natural. There are no shots. There are no hormones. There are no surgery. That's it. Offices, again, close by. You got King of Prussia now. You got Cherry Hill. You got Princeton. Available also with live online video consultations. Like I said, that means from your couch. Visit njdiet.com for more information. You can call them, 855-5NJ-DIET. Go to njdiet.com. Look, lose the weight for good. That's njdiet.com.
Fanatic Sports update.
Same old Phillies. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Martin Law, the law firm for injured workers. Visit PAWorkinjury.com. It happened yet again. For the 21st time, actually, to be exact, the Phillies blew another save. This one in the 7th inning, but still statistically, it counts as a blown save. Neftali Feliz comes into the game. Phils are up 4-2 against the Reds before he gave a grand slam up to Nick Castellanos. Then Enyel De Los Santos poured more on. He allowed 2 earned and also a couple of unearned runs after a throwing error. So the Phillies that were up 4-2 in the 7th inning ended up losing the game 12-4. And Joe Girardi really had no answers after the game, just saying he's disappointed by everything that's going on. So now they get ready to take on the Marlins, who have given them trouble for the last couple of seasons. If you missed Doug Peterson on with Anthony yesterday, you can find that entire interview on 97.5thefanatic.com. Other news of note, Ben Simmons has opted out of the Olympics with Team Australia, and after 27 years of a fantastic broadcasting career, Mark Zumoff announced his retirement this morning. This update is also brought to you by Audible. Everything you want to hear is on Audible. Stream bestsellers and the newest hot releases and stream originals and podcasts more. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com. Keep it locked right here on The Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Anthony Gargano Show on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Attention auto mechanics and auto body pros. Carvana is hiring in Delanco, New Jersey. Carvana, the company that invented a brand new way to buy a car, is hiring for their Delanco Auto Inspection Center located near Delran, right off of Route 130. Carvana has immediate openings for auto techs, detailers, painters, lot attendants, and other auto specialists on day and evening shifts. All jobs are direct hire, full-time, offer a competitive hourly rate, no flat rate, 100% company paid medical insurance, generous paid time off, tool reimbursement, and much more. On Wednesday, July 7th and Thursday, July 8th, Carvana will be available to talk directly to you from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Where? At their Delanco Inspection Center right off of Route 130 on Creek Road. Bring your resume, driver's license, and awesome personality. To learn more and be a part of the Carvana revolution, head to CarvanaHiringEvents.com and select Delanco, New Jersey. If you can't make it, you can still apply and a Carvana teammate will be in touch with you. Head to CarvanaAutojobs.com and select Delanco, New Jersey.
Attention future Canapreneurs. Are you interested in learning how to become a successful business operator within the booming CBD industry? Then get ready. Leafy Learning is holding a free training class in the Philadelphia area. At their free training class, you'll learn more about manufacturing, distributing, dispensing, real estate, and e-commerce. You'll also get educated on all the opportunities available and meet the right connections to get started now. If you have the desire, Leafy Learning is ready to teach you their formula for starting and running a successful CBD business that will allow you to tap into today's modern-day green rush. So if you're interested in becoming a canapreneur, text PEN to 474747 now to get your free intro to the CBD course and free tickets to a Leafy Learning training class. Text PENN to 474747. Seating is limited and a reserved seat is required. That's text PENN to 474747 and get your free course today. This is educational only, brought to you by the Business Development Network.
Whatever the world brings, we're always moving forward. Reinventing business, reimagining home, and re-emphasizing community. At PECO, we're redefining support, finding new ways to provide financial assistance, supporting opportunities for good jobs, and uplifting our communities. We're by your side through it all, because whatever the future holds, you're ready to take it on, and we're ready to power it. Find the support you need at PECO.com.
Check out live in-game play-by-play betting and bet on all the playoff action as it happens. It's the playoffs, and the Park Sportsbook app has you covered. Bet spreads, parlays, props, and teasers. Plus, bet on individual player performances. New customers sign up right now and get your first bet risk-free up to $500. Just download the app or click parkscasino.com/PA and use the promo code SPORTS. Do it now. Your first bet risk-free up to $500. Your risk-free bet refunded in site credit. The website has all the details. Must be 21 and in Pennsylvania. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
There are no winners in the thermostat wars. You're shivering, he's sweating, and you're both paying too much to keep your home comfortable, because constantly adjusting your thermostat can noticeably increase your monthly energy bill. It's time to give peace a chance with special financing and rates on a new high-efficiency heating and cooling system from Trane, with whole house air filtration to keep the air you breathe clean. Subject to credit approval. Visit Trane.com to find an independent Trane comfort specialist near you. It's hard to stop a Trane.
O'Reilly
O'Reilly Auto Parts is here to keep your car on the road with the right parts, advice from our parts professionals, and our free loaner tool program. Your local store has more than 80 specialty tools available for your next repair. Refundable deposit required. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts and ask about our free loaner tool program or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Lowe's wants you to bring the whole family back together this July 4th. We have new lower prices on select bagged mulch starting at $2.88 a bag. And add some sizzle with $50 off select Weber Genesis gas grills. Make this holiday one worth remembering. The summer savings continue this July 4th, so stop by Lowe's in-store or online. Lowe's, home to any budget, home to any possibility. While supplies last, selection and product availability vary by location. Valid 6/24 through 7/7. U.S. only. Mulch offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
The thing about comparing rates at Progressive.com is that by now you've heard a lot of ads about comparing rates at Progressive.com. We probably don't even need the words comparing rates anymore to remind you that seasoning steaks at Progressive.com is an easy way to save on car insurance, or that swimming in trousers helps you find the lowest rate. And that's the thing about foraging for truffles. You've heard a lot of ads about standing tiptoe on a cinder block. Compare rates and sing softly to a wounded field mouse and save at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations.
July 4th, Independence Day. Now, you're going to make bad eating decisions, so why not do a juice cleanse right after the holiday weekend? Squeeze.com is the best juice cleanse on the market, and you can set up a delivery to hit your doorstep on Monday, July 5th. The benefits of a juice cleanse with Squeeze.com are lasting. Less bloat, more energy, better sleep, stronger focus, and it's a great jump off to a weight loss campaign. Just go to Squeeze.com and order today. That's Squeezed.com.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
One o'clock across the Delaware Valley, Tunis. Dude, we're back here, man. Son of a... Can I curse?
Yeah, go for it. What do you want to say? If you were given like one...
Mother, father.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I would.
That should be a radio rule where you get one a year.
I would elongate it. Mother, father. Like, I would give it a mother, father.
Yeah. Would you use that now, though? That card?
No, I don't know.
When would you play that card? Well, you probably would have played it.
I would have played it, yes.
After Game 7, Monday.
Yeah.
At Monday.
I might have played it after Game 5.
Yeah.
I'm still not over Game 5.
And then you would have been upset that you...
But you know what's amazing? Is that Game 7, Game 5 was worse than Game 7, but Game 7 happens on the heels of Game 6 where they win.
How many times is that going to go through our heads? Tomorrow's the 10-day anniversary of Game 7.
That's a bad one, dude. I mean, this...
Want to do the playback?
No. That's where Chuck was right. Chuck was anti-playback on losses, and I was like, well, you know, you got to do it. You got to look at it and do, and, you know, win or lose. I'm a big win or lose. You got to take the medicine type of, you know, that's the rule.
I think we would have cried.
But he's right. Yeah, I couldn't handle a playback of that. That game, you had the bad feeling at the beginning of it, but I didn't want to say it. You understand?
Yeah, because you're like, all right, better team's going to prevail.
Right. Like, I had a rotten feeling about that game. The moment they looked with the wide eyes, scared.
Oh, you know what we never talked about yesterday?
What?
I want to get your thought on it.
What's that?
Dwight Howard sitting courtside at the Hawks game.
Oh, I'm done with Dwight Howard. He said, he's, by the way, he says he's not coming back. Good. Stay away. You saw that?
Yeah. It's crazy, though. Like, he was the best backup that Embiid's had.
Yeah, but dude, here's the problem with that dude. If
he could pick up 3 fouls in 2 minutes,
and they were stupid. Like Dwight Howard was a really good ball player, right, in his day.
Right.
But when did he turn into just?
I hated. You know what I hated?
Like an idiot.
He would get a foul, right? Not like the call. So what he would do is during the inbound, he would lock his arm with whoever he's guarding, and then sometimes he'd pick up a tech.
Yes.
And it's like, dude, you just got a personal foul 15 seconds ago,
and then
now you're being this lunatic.
And he would rake a guy too.
Oh yeah,
like he would rake him.
He ran over Trae Young like running back.
Like I kept screaming, Doc, get him out of the game, Doc. What are you doing? Like he had no business in that series. That's what I don't understand. Like here's the thing, I'm not going to bury Doc. Like that one caller. I mean, I thought it was a good hire. I still think it's a good hire. He coached horribly in that series, and I'm afraid that he's scarred because he looks scarred and he looks scared that all that stuff was going to come back to roost. But ultimately, I got to believe that that guy's a pedigree guy. Like he and Girardi, I just don't get it. That Girardi face where he's at the rail and the chin's on the rail and he's looking. What happened to him?
Yeah, we're over.
Like they come here. You're right. I thought it was great. Like they come here and what happens?
Would you say Chip had pedigree, at least coming from college?
He was the most sought after coach.
No more pedigree. You know what? I'm anti-pedigree from here on out.
Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
And then I'm getting back to the phone. Does the Super Bowl, which we constantly go back to, and we should, does it negate all the horrors that we have been through?
No.
Let's say the Super Bowl and the World Series. So 08 and 18, and it's February in Super Bowl, right? Do they negate the last 25 years of Philadelphia sports?
No, absolutely not. Because a lot of teams that win then at least continue to win or are close to winning. Now, the Phillies at least got to the World Series the following year. But then you saw that slide of them taking a step back each season. And then the Eagles, they became a mess way too quick. Now, listen, I get it. We're in an era right now where New England just rattled off 8 Super Bowls in X amount of years. We've seen super teams win multiple titles in the NBA.
Dude,
but no, it doesn't do it for me.
The city of champions is freaking Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Exactly.
They're going to win another.
And that's why I can't go with that.
They're going to win another.
Those 2 titles do not negate everything over the last 25 years.
Look at their 3 teams. The Lightning are dynasty. The Buccaneers, they win again.
And they'll be in the running this year for sure.
As long as that guy who's, going to cheat death. And then the Rays, nobody goes, nobody cares, but all they do is bring up studs.
Yeah.
Arozarena.
They were in the World Series last year.
I know.
And nobody talks about it because it's the Rays. They were in the World Series last year.
They're going to have, they don't have a basketball team. They're going to have Super Bowl, Cup, and World Series in the same freaking year. Tampa Bay. Now, that's fair. It's Tampa Bay.
Yeah. So, no, I do not allow those 2 titles to negate, especially when those 2 titles were 10 years apart, Ant. It was 10 years apart. It's not like I got Phillies 2008 and then Eagles in 10. Right, and I go, wow, that was a really good time in those 2 years. It was 10 years apart. Nah, I can't. I mean,
that's not fair.
Not at all, man. Not at all. And it's been bad too, right? Like, there's the process. I understood the process, but Worst team in the NBA because of the process. Phillies aren't even make the playoffs. This will be 10 years if they miss the playoffs here. It's one thing if you're making the playoffs every single year.
But do you think that they're going to make the playoffs?
No. So 10 years of missing the playoffs. Sixers haven't gotten to the Eastern Conference Finals since 2001.
Here's the problem with the Phillies too. Is you get the one, but then you get nothing else, right? And you go back.
He's went back,
right? Which is great.
I'll give him credit for that. Yeah.
But like, if you at least win in 11, it's all good.
Yeah, when you won 102 games, for sure.
And you have 4 aces.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, you should not have lost in the first
Sports
round
Illustrated did 4. They did 4 stories on the 4 ace, like major stories. Got my friend Gary Smith, who like that's what he did for a whole year.
Yeah,
a whole year. All he did was cover the Phillies and write about those 4 aces.
Yeah, they were the national story. Dude, I mean, they have the second longest playoff drought in Major League Baseball.
Oh my god!
And here's the worst part. Do you see an end in sight? Like I see Harper, I see Real Muto, I see Zach Wheeler, Aaron Nola, but that's 4 guys, and Nola's inconsistent. McCutchen, who's your second, I think has the second most home runs on the team, he's going to be gone at some point. You still have a mess in center field. Nobody wants to talk about it because he actually is better than what the other guys had. His base running blunder, he's been a knucklehead his entire career, let alone off the field.
No, he stinks. He stinks. Let's figure. He just stinks less than the other stank they had. And speaking of bad drafts, go through the Phillies draft the last 20 years. You want to see draft. They make the Sixers drafts out to be like, incredible.
Oh, can you rank your top 5 picks?
I mean, think about this, Tyrone. Think about this because Ty's here. Think about top 5 picks since 1993. And this doesn't even count the debacle of having the number 1 pick and trading it for Roy Hinson. All right? Number 2 overall pick, Sean Bradley. Number 3 overall pick, Stack in the house, Jerry Stackhouse.
He's got to be top 5 on that list for sure, right? It's a lock.
AI. Keith Van Horn.
I give him credit for being on NBA Jam 99 for the Nintendo 64.
The White Oleander. There was a movie that came out, The White Oleander, about a flower. And I said that was Keith Van Horn. How about that Evan Turner? Dude, E.T. I forgot about that. That lunatic.
And then all he's done is ripped Philly since.
Dude, he was a lunatic too, E.T. How about the head cases between Evan Turner, Okafor, Fultz, and Ben?
So what do you go? Embiid 1, Iverson 2. Is Simmons still 3rd on that list?
Of what? Yes, he's still 3rd.
Tyrone's going Stackhouse over Simmons.
Nah, Stackhouse is horrible.
But Stackhouse at least is top. He's top 5.
He shot the ball.
Does Okafor make top 5 of that list?
Yeah.
Oh, Tyrone goes Sean Bradley over Jahlil Okafor.
No.
He did block shots.
No, he was horrendous. No, Sean Bradley. I go Van Horn over both of them, I think.
So Van Horn's 5th?
Yeah. If I go Van Horn over, guys, you come on to Ty.
Well, Van Horn was traded. Yeah, the Tim Thomas trade.
Right, but he
does come back.
He comes back too.
He was still the pick though.
Still the pick, and because he's the pick, he was better than Okafor and Brad. Sean Bradley was horrible. He was horrible. I couldn't even watch Sean Bradley. Like seeing him on the floor, this giant praying mantis. It was like looking at sticks run down the floor. And he was another one who wanted to shoot threes. Him and Minute. You want to talk about a clown show? Oh, my God. Dude.
There's probably a team, man. This might be a stretch. that had like better second-round picks overall than the Sixers' top 5 picks since '93.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Sixers win the matchup because of Iverson,
Yes.
Simmons, and Embiid. Because that'd be nice. Simmons feeds Iverson.
Yes. Who's this? Mr. Snuffy. What's up, M. Snuffy?
Anthony.
How are you?
Well. It's been a long time.
How are you there, Mr. Snuffy?
I am your sports god.
Oh,
The
my
one
God!
And only Mr. Snuffy.
Mr. Snuffy, the sports god!
Now, I
Why
have
have you forsaken us?
Well, you like the movie White Oleander. That was my first reason. And then the second reason is that, you have Tunis on the show. But I want to get to the point. I have 3 questions for you, Anthony Gargano. If you are willing to answer those 3 questions, I will break the Philadelphia sports curse and I will let you free. Are you willing to answer those questions?
Yes, Mr. Snuffy, I will.
The first question is, why do you refuse to answer to your YouTube audience?
What do you mean, answer to the YouTube audience? Oh,
you
we don't have a
refuse
chat.
to look at the questions.
I'm sorry.
COB has asked many questions. Anton Mock has said, get excited many times. There's Mopar on there.
All right,
There's very many people.
So I give all the YouTubers, Sports God, I give them many, many props. I don't have the chat in front of me.
That's fine. Okay, fine. I'm looking at the list and I'm crossing your name. That's the one answer. Good. Now let's go to the second answer.
Yes, Mr. Snuffy.
The second question is, how can you look at a phone and yet talk to the people on the phone at the same time? That's a very weird talent that you have.
Well, so here's what happens. I have a computer that I can't see. And so when I look at things I just read off,
yes.
So I have to use my phone because I got bad lamps.
Yep. Yeah, I see that. You have bad lamps, yes. And the second and the last question, Mr. Gargano.
Please free me, Mr. Snuffy.
Okay. The last question is, when 6'3", 220-pound Doug Peterson walked into the room, you were a pussycat.
I was.
You laid down the line. How could you do that? You've been blasting this man for 3 years.
I did say to him, Mr. Snuffy, I said I wasn't a pussycat. I shook his hand. I looked at him, and I said, Doug. And he said, yeah, after go for it. I said, I did. But, Doug, thank you for the Super Bowl, Doug.
The press has been broken. Oh, we're free. Oh.
Mr. Snuffy, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Snuffy. Oh, please, let it work.
So what you're saying is take the Phils tonight?
That's what he's saying.
Run line?
Please.
He had a good voice, too.
He had the great voice.
He had the great voice.
He was the guy. Anthony, this is God. Remember we would do the show, when we had the show, we would do God, and this is the God. And he would leave the message for the bitch and complain line.
Oh, God. So it's Velo versus Rodgers on the mound tonight.
Oh, Rodgers is good.
He is really good.
Never mind.
No, he said it's broken, man.
Do you think?
He said it's broken.
I trust Mr. Snuffy. Let's go to Georgie. I love George. George is one of these great people. George in Newtown.
Yo, cuz.
George.
Cuz we've been through it. We've been through it. Your shows have been extremely thought-provoking over the past couple of weeks. We've mourned together. We've cried together. And you have talked about, are we too tough? You're questioning our fandom. Have we crossed the Rubicon of being too old school, too tough? And it's caused me to question my fandom. And where I come out, and where I listen to you, and why we love you and Tunis and the station is a word that you've used throughout the playoffs with the Sixers before the demise, is the journey. How many other sports towns go on the journey the way we go on the journey? Our fandom is not a passive endeavor. It is an active endeavor. It is a fandom that sits in the stadium down 52-7 and says when they win, whether I'm alive or not, the champagne will be that much sweeter. It is an endeavor that while we boo, we might scream, but it comes from a place of love, from compassion, from passion, not just compassion. It is genuine. It is as raw as could be. It is the love that every child wishes for when they leave adolescence and they leave their home. They wish they had the love of a parent the way we love our sports teams. So I do not say we are too tough. When I hear Doug Peterson on your airwaves yesterday, I smile because we rode that journey with Doug. He took us to the promised land. His teams were 7-9 and took us to the playoffs. That's why, despite how bad it went last year, I listen to Doug and I smile. That is why Ben Simmons and Reese Hoskins and Carson Wentz do not have our undying love. They didn't want to take the journey with us.
Deep, George. It's deep. The problem is, and this is why we're doing this summer project. I just wonder if it's all for naught that the journey is now a 40 days and 40 nights. It's through the desert, and there is no savior like that at the end. Like, that's it. Is it antiquated? Are we antiquated, George? Look at that. Struck down by the sports gods. Couldn't even respond. Tunis. What else can we say?
I don't know, man. It really sucks.
I mean, I again, what does it mean in the grand scheme? Even Doug said, well, sometimes, you're too close. And that means, really, we're overbearing. That's what it means.
That's what he meant.
And listen,
he saw the run the ball signs driving in.
Yeah, listen, we are overbearing. I'm overbearing.
I love that about us, that we care.
Yeah, but look at.
I don't want to be in a Midwest town. They don't care.
Okay, but look at what Titletown is today. Titletown is not Philadelphia. It's not New York. It's Tampa.
All right. Well, their baseball team has actual baseball guys that can scout. How about we get one of those here? But that's
Titletown. Do you really think they're living and dying in Tampa?
No, of course not. Like you said, there's like 12 people that goes to Rays games.
Fishing for marlin. I mean,
I could go for that.
We're going to strip clubs or whatever the hell they do in Tampa. Tampa. That's Titletown, Tunis. Are they overbearing in Tampa? Hell to the no. Force to reconcile with our lot in life, Tunis. That's what the summer project is. Mr. Snuffy forced upon us. Cuz Radio, Tunis, 97.5 Fanatic.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Yeah, it all pretty much sucks right now. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by T-Force Freight. Truck drivers, it's time to join the T-Force Freight team that's respected everywhere. CDL drivers in Stowe earn $26 per hour. Apply now at upsjobs.com. Another bullpen meltdown. Let's start there. Phillies lose 12-4 to the Reds yesterday. They were up 4-2 heading into the seventh inning, and then things got ugly. Neftali Feliz, his first outing in the big league since 2017. He gave up a grand slam to Nick Castellanos. Enel De Los Santos came in. He gave up 2 earned plus a couple of unearned runs as well. It was so ugly. Phil's had to go with the position player route with Nick Maton stepping on the mound to finish out the bottom of the 8th inning. Phil's now begin a series today with the Marlins right here in Philadelphia. You heard Anthony just talking about Doug Peterson. Yes, right about this time yesterday, he joined the show. If you didn't hear that interview, you can check it all out on 97.5thefanatic.com. Other news and notes. Ben Simmons has opted out of playing for Team Australia in the Summer Olympics. And after 27 years, Mark Zumov has announced his retirement. Keep it locked right here on The Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
Anthony Gargano, weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Calling all auto techs, detailers, painters, bodymen, lot attendants, or other auto specialists. Carvana, the company that invented the new way to buy a car, is hiring for our Delanco Auto Inspection Center. Grow on the go, working with some of the most advanced tools in the industry at one of the fastest growing companies in America. We have open roles for all levels of experience, from hourly production associates with no past experience to master mechanics and certified painters. And our competitive pay, on-the-job training, and company-paid certifications offer all employees a pathway to success. New hires get a great job on day one with the opportunity for a Carvana career. Other benefits include health insurance with 100% of the premium paid by Carvana and other benefits. Grow your career with stability, working with the team that's disrupting the automotive industry. Now hiring for roles at all levels of experience. Go to CarvanaAutojobs.com to sign up. Carvana is an equal opportunity employer.
Are you one of the millions of homeowners who haven't refinanced yet? If so, I'm here to tell you it's not too late. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial. Although the lowest rates may be in our rearview mirror, as the economy recovers from the biggest economic shock of our lifetime, rates still remain near historic lows. In fact, with the dramatic increase in home values, this may be the perfect time to put that new home equity to work. Take advantage of our cash-out refi program and pay off high-rate credit cards, car loans, or other high-interest rate debt. Or finally make those home improvements you put on hold for so long. Best of all, we can do this with no closing costs. That's right. Whether it's a conventional, FHA, or VA loan, we'll pay for your title, settlement, lender, and recording fees. So call Westland at 888-455-3669. That's 888-455-3669. It's the biggest no-brainer in the history of mankind. 888-455-3669.
Westland Financial Corp is licensed by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania Department of Banking. NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
If you've ever considered real estate investing, now is the time to learn. The real estate market has and will continue to have tremendous opportunities for the educated investor. This is your opportunity to attend a free live in-person real estate workshop in your area. We have been teaching people just like you for more than 25 years. Discover multiple ways to build wealth with real estate investing in any economy. Learn about the investor mindset, investing strategies, creative ways to fund a deal, and much more. The economy is changing, and so is your financial future. Whether you're new to real estate investing or already own property, you won't want to miss this free in-person Building Wealth Real Estate 101 workshop. Register now for the Philadelphia area Building Wealth with Legacy Real Estate 101 workshop, June 29th, June 30th, and July 1st in the Philadelphia area. Don't wait. Go to legacyeducation.com. Again, that's legacyeducation.com to register for the free real estate workshop coming to your area. Additional products and services will be offered for sale.
At Total Wine & More, we know what pairs perfectly with summer. Go ahead, test us.
Okay, what goes best with a pool party?
A crisp wine, like Rosé or Zinfandel, at a ridiculously low price.
A beach trip.
A tequila or flavored vodka pairs well with sun and sand.
How about right now?
Here, try these ready-to-drink cocktails.
Oh, you're good.
Wondrous selection, helpful guides, ridiculously low prices. Make a splash this summer. Catch the savings wave at Total Wine & More. Drink responsibly. B21.
Check out live in-game play-by-play betting and bet on all the playoff action as it happens. It's the playoffs, and the Park Sportsbook app has you covered. Bet spreads, parlays, props, and teasers. Plus, bet on individual player performances. New customers sign up right now and get your first bet risk-free up to $500. Just download the app or click parkscasino.com/PA and use the promo code SPORTS. Do it now. Your first bet risk-free up to $500. Your risk-free bet refunded in site credit. The website has all the details. Must be 21 and in Pennsylvania. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Life hacks. What would life be without them? Like using candle wax to loosen a stuck zipper. Here's another life hack. Now you can get the same high-quality insurance from Allstate, but at a new low rate. With Allstate, you can lower your rates, not your expectations. Visit allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today.
In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Not available in every state. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Fanatic fan favorite.
At KGL Skin Study Center in Newtown Square, you can make money testing the safety of topical products by participating in a patch test. Sign up at KGLSkinStudyCenter.com. That's KGLSkinStudyCenter.com.
Fanatic fan favorites on 97.5 The Fanatic.
So, how can I promote my new curbside pickup service?
It's possible with Staples Connect.
I need custom floor decals that'll get noticed, not just walked on.
Also possible. Staples Connect can help your business grow with custom printed sales and marketing materials. Now get $10 off signs, banners, or posters when you spend $50 or more. Explore what's new at your local Staples. Staples Connect, the working and learning store. N73 valid in store and online. Visit staples.com/signage for details.
Gentlemen, have you outgrown the Arctic Wolf at Extreme Sports Grooming Products? Cremo Company is proud to offer a more refined selection of products with good, uncommon scents and no cute names. Scents like Blue Cedar and Cypress, Silverwater and Birch, and our new Reserve Collection scent, Palo Santo. Available in rich lathering body wash, luxurious colognes, barber-grade shampoos, and sweat-fighting antiperspirants and deodorants. Find the grown-up scents from Cremo Company at major retailers, Amazon, and CremoCompany.com.
In business, days don't just come and go. Every day counts. Whatever your day brings, with Comcast Business, you'll have the solutions you need to make the most of it. Like the power of the network that can deliver gig speeds to the most businesses, the freedom to control your network from anywhere, and advanced cybersecurity to help protect every device on it. Every day in business is a big day. We'll keep you ready for what's next. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary. Call for details.
Hello? Whether you're at home or on the go, listen to 97.5 The Fanatic on Odyssey on your smartphone, Roku, LG Smart TV, Waze, and more. That's Odyssey, AUDACY. Check it out now. More of the Anthony Gargano Show now.
On 97.5 The Fanatic.
Good to see you guys. What are you watching? Phil's Marlins?
Hey, man, you got Vinny Vila, breakout season.
Dude.
Part 6. Now he'll bounce back.
It's time to get in the movies.
Marlins made a trade today, so they probably messed up.
Trade?
Corey Dickerson went to the Blue Jays. So maybe they
Corey Dickerson.
Yeah, maybe they messed up a locker room thing. So Phil's win today.
Man, the Blue Jays, man, they just pound the ball, don't they?
Yes, they do. I like Corey Dickerson as a bat. He just can't do anything else.
Yeah, but American League is exactly what you throw him. You can throw him in DH, but they got all those.
He's got a tasty cake arm.
Yeah, he can't play the field, but they have all those. They got a million power guys. I like that squad, the Blue Jays.
Yeah, they're a good squad. But
Guerrero's outrageous.
Yeah, he's got,
Bichette?
25 home runs now? Something like that.
Bichette, what's his name from Oakland who came over? Semien, he's another one. See what he's doing?
Oh, yeah, it's incredible what he's doing. What Vlad Guerrero is doing right now. So he's got 26 home runs. But he's also batting like 350, which is just ridiculous. He's batting 342.
And then they got Hernandez, they got Grichuk. Like, they just, big bats everywhere.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have those. Dude, how about, speaking of home run leaders, what Schwarber's doing right now?
Yeah.
He's got 15 home runs in the month of June.
I know. I still don't know why the Cubs got rid of him.
He was falling apart at the end there. I didn't like what they were doing. They were moving him all over the place in the lineup.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Now, you figure Washington gets lucky. Like, what? Listen, Why couldn't the Phillies go get Schwarber?
Oh, same thing with Ozuna last year. Why couldn't the Phillies have gone after Ozuna?
Yeah, but Schwarber is more of a guy you want. He's younger. Right?
I would have gone either way. I mean, none of them are the best fielders, but they're both power bats. Schwarber lefty, but now, if you had Harper and Ozuna, imagine that, right? There's your lefty-righty in the lineup.
Okay, I agree. Yeah, I agree. And forget about Ozuna and what happened to him, but
right.
I'm saying, and I know Schwarber
2 years ago,
is a lefty, but still, you put him between JT and Harper?
Yeah.
He's an outfield. You need outfielders. You could take a shot with him. Washington did. Soto's left-handed.
Yeah, that's true.
Is it bothering them? They got Soto and Schwarber?
No, it's not bothering them at all.
And Trey Turner at short?
No, by the way, they go, let's get Josh Bell, too, while we're at it.
Yeah.
To play first base for us. I mean, it's ridiculous.
We got to go into...
We got Maton and Luke Williams, with all due respect.
We're going to do what? We're going to do movies and TV now to watch? Is that it?
Yeah, probably. We're going to put together our starting fives from movies, our starting nines from movies.
I will say one thing. I'm kind of excited. The trailer came out, Keitel as Meyer Lansky.
Oh, okay.
Looks outrageous.
Okay.
That looks really good. Harvey Keitel as Meyer Lansky? Pretty good. Kean, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hello, Kean.
Ant, it's Ken, the Frito-Lay man.
My man. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing good, cuz. How you?
I'm doing horrible. Kean, horrible, man. Horrible, buddy.
Well, I'm just calling to let you know you will get over it. Believe me, I've had a lot of practice at it.
Yeah, you guys, listen, if that Super Bowl collapse alone is pretty nasty. Like, you've endured, you have your share of pain, brother. Georgia, a lot of pain.
Yeah, and if you think about it, just a little bit before that, I had to watch my Georgia Bulldogs lose to Alabama in the national championship.
Yeah, that was tough. You've gotten your share without a doubt. I give you that. How you holding up now with this series? Are you any chance they come back?
Well, I think it's all going to depend on tonight. If they win tonight, they've got a puncher's chance. If they don't win tonight, it's over.
Right, but how's Trae Young's ankle?
From what I hear, they say it's a bone bruise, and he's questionable. But now I'm sure he's going to play. He came back, so if he came back, he's going to play tonight. But he won't be 100%, but 80% of him's better than anything else they got.
Yeah, I hear you. No, it's funny at this whole thing, and I haven't watched the second. I can't watch it. So, but you're a good man, so I hope you're happy.
Well, the way I look at it is we're definitely playing with house money right now.
Yeah.
I figured they had a chance against the Knicks, but, watching that Game 7, like I told you, we were down in Amelia Island. Me and my son was watching it, and he said, they're going to win. I said, don't you say that.
How about it?
But I still can't believe in a 7-game series. And 7-game series, that I still don't think they're the better team. And I've seen people lose their job for losing stuff like that.
Brother, they lost the Sixers. Your Hawks beat them 3 times in Philadelphia. That's unheard of, right?
Yeah, and I mean that they tore it up the last few years in Philadelphia on their home court.
Yeah, amazing.
So and like I say, I've seen people lose their job for less than that.
Well, I got to tell you are always welcome here. Talk about anything, buddy. All right,
I appreciate
you're part of the family.
And your summer project, wondering if y'all are too hard on them and such as that. I'm going to tell you that the athlete of today, they've been baby their whole life from the time that they're in grade school on up to high school and college, they're being babies. And then when they get to the real world and somebody says something about them, they don't know how to handle it.
Yes. And maybe it's, again, Doug Peterson, I don't know if you heard this, but he said,
I heard him yesterday.
Yeah, he said, we're a little bit, we're too close, which means we're overbearing. That's my translation. And, I guess we can be a lot,
Well, I think it's more on the athlete than it is the fan, though.
Right. We know right and wrong, but, it is what it is. Right? You can't change the world. The world is what it is. You either adapt or you die. I mean, that's basically it. My brother, God bless you and your son and your family. All right?
I appreciate y'all, man.
Always a
y'all
pleasure,
have a good
man.
one,
You too, buddy. What a good man, that guy. I like that guy.
So I now have a goal for myself.
What is it?
I have 3 months to watch The Sopranos because they just dropped the trailer.
Yeah,
for the prequel. Yeah, October 1st. It'll be on HBO Max.
Yeah.
Are you interested?
I guess.
That's probably a must-watch, no?
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Is that a October 1st watch for you, or is it when you get to it?
What day does October 1st fall? Because that's football season.
That's a big question. Hold on. Yeah, because that's usually a Sunday night thing that they do, right?
If it's a Friday. Nah.
Friday.
Yeah,
Friday night.
Fridays when movies drop. Yeah, I'd probably watch on that Friday, I guess.
So I need to watch it in the next 3 months.
Okay.
Is that a fair goal?
Yeah, you can watch it.
I'm almost done season 4 of Game of Thrones already.
Yeah, but you're going to have to drop Game of Thrones and go right into Sopranos if that's it.
Yeah, but I'm watching the Game of Thrones with my wife. I know she won't watch Sopranos. So I can get home today.
Oh, okay.
And
knock
watch a couple episodes if I wanted to. I mean, it's 1,000 degrees outside. I'm not doing anything outside.
Right. And listen, again, now with technology, if you're on the beach, you got an hour, 2 hours, you can crush an episode.
I don't think I could watch a show on the beach.
No?
Could you do that?
Why not?
I don't know. You would watch a Gamora episode on the beach?
Why? Why not?
I don't know. It doesn't feel right to me. Watching it, I'd watch a game on the beach, with a lot of people.
Yeah, it's just what's the difference between reading a book and watching a show?
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know.
Same theory.
As a man who doesn't read, I would prefer reading the book on the beach.
Well, I prefer reading on the beach as well, but I'm just talking for you. I know you don't read, so maybe just knock out an episode. I could watch a show. I don't know. I don't see it's that big a deal.
That's an hour.
I finished Gamora season 4.
Is that it? Season 4?
There's one more.
Oh, there's gonna be his 5th season,
and I'm not sure. So there's a movie that is a bridge to season 5.
Really?
Yeah.
That's actually fascinating.
So they go season 1, 2, 3, 4 just dropped recently on HBO Max.
Right.
It was out in Italy 6 months ago or whatever, but it just dropped on HBO Max. And now they go movie, and then post-movie will be season 5.
Now, do you like that idea? It is fascinating. I don't think anyone's done that before, right?
Yes, I do like it because the movie is about my favorite character.
Okay.
Who was killed at the end of season. Well, I don't want to, whatever.
Okay.
But anyway, it's about that character. I finished season 4. It's some of the best TV I've ever seen. It's so good that it makes The Sopranos uninteresting to me.
Okay.
Well, you should watch it. You never saw it.
Right. I'm going to watch it.
I've seen it. I've probably rewatched it a couple times since its debut. I mean, I loved it back in the day, but now it feels kind of,
Well, ever since you saw Gamora, yeah.
It's still brilliant, I'm sure. I'll still go back if I went back and watched it. There's some great moments in it. But The difference with this show, what's why I like it, is it's serious. It's all.
Yeah, you said Sopranos is hokey at times, right?
Yeah, you know.
All right, now let me ask you another question. As a man who enjoys the fine arts,
I like serious. Like I enjoy that white knuckle, and it's just white knuckle all the time. There's no jokes, no stupid comments, no stupidity,
no humor.
Well,
no sunshine. You already watched Philadelphia sports. Maybe that's why you like it so much.
Maybe there is a bit of darkness to it, but it's just riveting.
I hear you.
I like the ride. It's intense. That's it. That's the word, intense. I like intensity.
Now I'll ask you, are you pro sequel movie or prequel movie?
Doesn't matter. I think they both have relevance.
Okay. Because I like the Gran Torino.
I love the concept.
Not Gran Torino. What the hell was the movie called after Breaking Bad? Not Gran Torino. That was Clint Eastwood.
Right. Yes. I saw
El
that.
Camino.
El Camino, yes. I saw that.
I thought it was very good.
Yeah, I did. I liked it. Listen, when you have a good story, I love it. I'm in. You know, you give me prequels, you give me middles, gaps, you fill in gaps. I think it's good. If you love the story, you love the story, right? You're in on all this, and there's a million ways to connect the story, or fill in middle part of the story, or go with the prequel. I love that stuff.
We fill gaps.
Well, you remember that he was talking about doing a prequel to Rocky.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that on the air,
which I thought was awesome.
That's probably in the very early stages of the works, right?
I guess I would imagine he's writing it. I guess, but that's a great. I would love to see that.
Going from a
very
up and coming fighter to the docks,
right? Like that's a good story. Now you have to go. The beauty of that is it can't be one of these, feel good at the end.
Correct.
Right? Like you got to give me real, and that's why I like you got to give
the movie starts with him in a tough spot,
and it should end, right? Exactly.
Right.
Let's go to where we at. Logan, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hello, Logan.
Yo, Tunis. What's going on,
What's
guys?
What's going on, buddy?
Yo, so before I get to my question for you guys, I just got to thank you guys because I'm a delivery driver during the day, and I deal with a lot of crap, So, and also trying to get over the Sixers. Holy hell, man!
Oh man, thanks, bro. I know, and it's hard for you guys, man. It's brutal sometimes, I bet.
It gets tough, especially on these warmer days, but that's why it's nice, the nice AC car, listening to you guys.
Good. Like my man, the Tasty Cake Dom, he said those days are tough, man. The hot truck.
Ooh.
And he's in the back, he's unloading. That's a tough deal.
Hot as balls, right?
Yeah, man.
All right, so I got a question for you guys real quick. I'll start it off with I'm a 3-for-4 Philly guy. Phillies, Flyers, and Sixers. I've gone to a couple Union games, but I'm not a big soccer guy, so I don't really pay attention to that.
Okay.
Now, I'm a Steelers fan. From the day I was born, been raised a Steelers fan, and that is because when my dad was younger, he was an Eagles fan. He grew up in this area. His entire family was an Eagles fan. They watched. Until one day, my uncle decided, for whatever reason, to switch to a Cowboys fan.
Ooh.
Yeah, boo, right?
Yeah,
and so, he would steal money from my dad whenever the Cowboys would play the Eagles. He would take, $30 betting on who was going to win, who was going to score the first point, whatever. And it got to a point where my dad couldn't handle it. So he was like, all right, F it, I'm going to the Steelers. And he kind of just stuck with that.
Wow, two front runners. The two brothers became front runners.
That's what
it's terrible.
That's what I'm dealing with here, Ant.
Yeah, man. And you're the innocent child.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've grown up 19 years dealing with this.
Yeah, it's a sin. I'll tell you what, I would sponsor you to become an Eagle fan.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. In fact,
all right.
I have my hand out. Now's the perfect time because if you join now, you're joining at a low period.
That's a good point. Mr. Nick Sirianni.
Right? You have a perfect alibi that you were driven along this road. Right? Like, it's not your fault that your father, who was a front-running Fugazi, led you here.
No.
And you're what, 19, you said?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, dude. I got my hand, bro. I'll sponsor you.
All right. I'll hit you up on Twitter, Ant.
All right. You in? I got the hand out, so you can shake it. In fact, I got my hand, and the people on YouTube can see it. So it's out there, ready to be shook.
Man, I can't switch up. It's 19 years, not right on the spot, man.
Yeah, you sure? Like, you could be a true 4-for-4 man.
I wish, brother.
All right.
I wish.
Thank you. I appreciate it anyway, Logue. Take it easy, pal.
I can't switch up now.
Well, let me get that.
Oh, why? Because the Steelers are in a good spot?
No, he can switch up now.
No, he said he can't. He doesn't want to.
No, but he could have. Like, I would have sponsored him. He's got an alibi. He's only 19. He had his father. His father raised him wrong. It's not his fault. He's the one who renounced his citizenship.
Yes.
Not the son. Don't blame the son. Lou, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hello, Lou.
Hey, how you doing today?
What's going on, brother?
What's up, buddy? Listen, first of all, let me just tell you, I'm driving all day, right? And you guys are in the crux of my route. So, like, it's weird. I feel like we're coworkers. I feel like it's
yes.
Real conversation.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, and I love it. I enjoy it. Keeps me company on the road.
Good.
And everything.
Good.
But, so the reason I called listen, I'm listening all day. It's a real down tone, right?
Yes.
We're stuck in this problem. My old man always said to me, the longer you live in a problem, the longer it is a problem. You got to jump right into the solution. So I came up with this thing. I'm thinking to myself, well, what did the ancient people do when they had lost favor with the gods?
Sacrifice?
They made a sacrifice.
Yes.
So I had this idea, right? You could probably put something like this together.
Yeah.
We go to like a lake or to a bonfire, and everybody's got to bring a piece of sports memorabilia that means something personal to them.
Should we sacrifice the bro?
Listen, whatever it
we could
takes
throw him on a bonfire.
Whatever it takes to get it done. Because
feed him to like piranhas.
Listen, I can't continue to live like this no more. I can't continue
I like the idea of a sacrifice. I do like it, dude.
What else do we got, right? We just sit here and take it? You know what I mean? We're just going to sit here and just
It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. It's funny. I actually thought about it because I heard McNabb's voice, and I was like, you know what? I wish I could sacrifice Donovan.
Listen, it's communal. It brings us all together. You know what I mean? And we're doing something proactive to try and get out of it.
I got to tell you, it's not bad. Let me get some thought, Louie. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. Tunis, we got to discuss this. The sacrifice. Pretty interesting. Would you agree?
Yeah. I would think about it.
What the bro? Would you feed the bro to like a school of piranhas?
You could probably pull my arm. I'll see him tonight. I'll ask if he's cool with it.
All right. Everybody, thanks for hanging as always. We love you, man. Be safe. Stay tuned. Mikey Miss Tyrone coming up next. We'll see you in the morning.
Fanatic Sports Update.
When will it end? I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Audible. Everything you want to hear is on Audible. Stream bestsellers and the newest hot releases, and stream originals and podcasts too. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com. It feels like we're in 2020 all over again with this Phillies bullpen. They blow yet another game yesterday. They were up 4-2 heading into the bottom of the seventh inning against the Cincinnati Reds, and then it just fell apart. Neftali Feliz, his first outing in the big league since 2017. He allowed a grand slam, Enyo De Los Santos. He allowed 2 earned runs plus a couple of unearned runs after a throwing error on his own